Okay, welcome everybody. Hey, Volk, welcome. How are you? You have the mic. Cannot hear you if you're speaking. Welcome, Brent. Okay, I see that you're speaking, so it might be from my side. But let's test it with Knowledge Seeker. And why this video's not playing? So, oh, Brent joined for the help, I think. Hey, Brent, can you speak up so that we can test whether it's my problem or maybe Volk's
Yeah,
mic? Oh,
I'm
so
going to
Volk,
help you troubleshoot. Can you hear me?
thank you so much, Brent. Yeah, you're audible.
No problem.
So Volk, probably it's your audio. There's something there. It says offline. Maybe it's connection. Anyway, welcome, Brent. Also, how are you doing? We
I'm okay, thank you. Dealing with some allergies, so that's why my voice is extra deep and extra breathy.
okay, okay. To me, you sound the same, but I hope you get better.
Ah, thank you. It's springtime here, and that's what the trees do. They have sex, and it really bothers my nose.
That's weird. Why someone else's sex better us?
Thanks, Phil.
That's not cool, God. Welcome, Phantom. Oh, it was Ian, I think, yesterday or the day before. Like, what he was saying, it was funny. Oh, fuck. Oh, it was about the like kidney stones. Like, they were speaking about the design, right? Like, and he was like
Back.
saying, "Oh
Can you?
yeah, you're back, woke.
Hello.
Come, hello. Who's helloing here? It's Vanilla ice cream or oh, it's knowledge seeker. Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
that's a very promising name for our title. S-
Okay.
So, are you a believer, knowledge seeker?
Yes, I'm a believer.
Cool. Which God you believe in?
I'm believing in Islam.
Okay, so my claim is, especially like a God of Abrahamic religions, is
Yeah,
ignorant. That's my claim.
ignorance.
Yeah, ignorant. Like doesn't know much about our planet and especially about our universe. So, and we are here for discussing that. And please know that this is on YouTube right now.
Okay. This is on YouTube, and
Yeah.
my English is not pretty good.
Ooh,
So
that's not cool. That's why we put levels on each room so that people can
my
understand.
English is good. Uh, I um I try to talk with you because
Because what? Anyway,
okay. What's your channel name on YouTube?
feel sober.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait. I'm searching.
take your time. We had Fahad. Welcome, Fahad. We have Venus. Welcome, Venus. We have Giga. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. I think I've seen this name before here in this room. So the link is out there, people, and yeah, you
Your
can use the link to join this room.
name, okay, your channel name is Deshi Philosopher,
Just flow sober
Just Philosopher.
without just. I mean, without
Okay,
just without just
okay, philosopher.
fuck.
That's
It's becoming worse. Yeah, philosopher.
philosopher. I'm trying to finding channel philosopher. How many subscriber on YouTube?
It was 11K, 11.4, something like that.
11.4. 11. I can't found.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Um,
Can you give me the link of your channel?
Now you're irritating me. That's exactly what I meant when I said, let me help you.
Is more
Here's the link. But I should also take something because I gave you something and I'm taking the mic. So I will seek for other people. And we're live on Twitter also. We're testing. I hope we can move on Twitter or even other platforms because Free for Talk is not the suitable place that we already know it. So, but anyway, we have only Free for Talk right now for having speakers about our topics. Welcome, Joker is wild. So, yeah, Fahad, you want to say something about the topic?
How are you, brother?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm doing great. How are you from?
I'm sorry, like I don't hear you properly. Wait.
Where are you from?
One more time.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, it's
Uh,
way better.
Now clear.
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you for fixing that.
I say, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from heaven.
Uh, nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's
No,
nice. Heaven is nice.
sorry.
Heaven is nice. Yeah,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. So, do you see our topic here?
Yeah, I see.
That's good. So, what do you think? Are you a believer in the first place?
No, my religion is Islam.
Oh, cool. You believe in Allah. So, I'm an unbeliever. I don't believe in any God. And plus, I think that especially like Jesus, Allah, Yahweh, Krishna, Vishnu, whatever, those gods are ignorant. That's what I think.
Why you didn't believe any God?
Because I don't see any good evidence to believe in any god.
Okay.
Okay,
Many people believe God, and many people not believe God. This
that's
normal.
true. Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Normal.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Everything is depend self.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, Giga, your question, you support LGBTQ. So you're saying that because of the flags on my channel, it's not because of LGBT, you should know that. Those colors are representing my purpose on YouTube. Just having multiple mindsets and the same channel is my purpose. And it's including, yeah, like the like LGBTQ community also. Yeah, people who are not harmful to their societies, to their environment, they're all welcome, including believers too. I don't have problem with believers. Yeah, religions are causing problems like other things causing problems in our society. So and the purpose is to bring everybody, not everybody, but many body, let's say. So that's why like those colors exist there. It's not because of LGBTQ, but yeah, I mean, you can think like that also. No problem with that.
Yes, but I truly believe in Allah because
Mm.
and my Islam, and I think Islam is most wonderful religion in the world.
Okay. So first of all, as I said, I don't believe in any god, Fahad, and I don't believe Islam is a true religion. I think Islam is a man-made religion. So if you think it's okay, even if it's man-made, still you like it, I mean, that's another thing. But I don't follow Islam because I don't see good evidence to, you know, prove that those claims are true. Like those claims are so big. A God exists, God created us, God is communicating with us, God is preparing a hellfire or heaven for us. All those claims are so big. So, and yeah, I don't want to believe in any religion when there's no good evidence for that. So, what's wrong with supporting LGBTQ? I don't know, like no one claimed that the Joker is wild, but if someone is claiming, you can ask the question. Okay. We've lost Fahad. Okay. We still have people. We have Gopal Tilly and Giga Venus and Vanilla Ice Cream. Welcome, Holy Spirit Guided. Oh, something is weird. Okay. I stopped sharing the screen because I changed my stupid keyboard. And now things are not cool. Yep. I'll get used to that. I was not shouting, Holy Spirit guided. It's because of just a stupid keyboard. So, Giga, Venus, Ania, if you guys are gonna speak and we're gonna jump, we are gonna jump. Yeah, they should read the prompt, but they don't read. And the people who read, mostly they don't understand. We have huge problems here, Brent. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Brian. Welcome. Oh, still caps lock. Okay, time to jump. First jump. Let me check to be sure before jumping. Okay. So, I hope we can catch some believers today. Because it was boring for the last two streams, especially. So boring. And I hope we can break the ice. Let's see. We have Daniel Tech. Hello, Daniel. Welcome back, folk. And we have Hussein. Hello, Hussein. And hello, all the people. Welcome. And please read the welcome message before you start, speaking. Oh, that's the wrong place. Let's copy paste it here. This is the new link. Thanks for not threatening us with the hell right off the bat as you are greeting today. Uh, so yeah. Hi, hi. Could you please follow me? I'm sorry, I don't know you, man. Uh, Can I talk? Let's see. I hope you read the topic. I hope you know what's going on here. If you don't know what's going on here, you will lose the mic. Uh, you have lost it. We have Smile. Smile, I hope you read the topic. Okay, thank you. Joe Wild. Probably you missed me speaking about the purpose of the channel. Maybe it's my bad. Maybe I should repeat it more. Yeah, the purpose is bringing people together, man. Like making strong bridges between people. And when we say people, believers are the majority of the planet. So we should find, you know, the common ground with all of those people. And why not? I'm eating with believers. I'm going outside with believers. I'm going on a trip with believers. Of I love someone who's a believer, so why not? I mean, that's normal to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, it's normal. Okay, there's the link, people. You can use the link. And please don't forget to like on YouTube. It might help to get more people. And yeah, and that's the link to join if you want to discuss about the topic. So I'm back to the Ignoring God series. And maybe it's better to emphasize more. But if I feel bored about the same topic, I might change it. But that will be the thing that I'm emphasizing today. God is ignorant. Why we say that? We check those books, and to me, it's obvious. There are a lot of things missing, not mentioned, and a lot of things mentioned wrongly. So, and many claims are just so vague and probably intentionally uh, spoken vaguely so that people don't find a lot of contradictions. Maybe that was the purpose. Or just because they were ignorant, that's why, the way that they expressed was so vague. So, hey, Smile, you have the mic. You can speak up. You have the mic. You should unmute yourself if you want to speak. Oh, Brent, what's that? Oh, if you meant the name of my channel. Thank you. Yeah, that's the name of the channel. Full Sober. We have Sim. Hello. I hope you are a believer. Okay, you don't have to raise your hand. Beam 5M. What's that? I can't read. Okay.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
So, how to pronunciate your name? Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Okay, Sam. Welcome. I hope you have read the topic.
Yeah, I am reading right now.
Okay, cool. So, are you a
I can
believer?
see. I can see that's a claim that you made. Topic.
Yeah. I mean, God's
you-
existence is not a claim; it's just a topic. But
No, it's
yeah,
you're saying God's existence, God of Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam is ignorant.
yeah. What I mean
This
by
is a
that,
claim to me.
that part is a claim, yeah. But the main topic is God's existence, which is not a claim. But anyway, so why I made that claim, because when I check those religions, I don't see any like proper knowledge that we can reason with right now in this time 2026. The way that those books are speaking about our planet or our solar system or the universe, doesn't fit what we know about the universe right now. So then I assume that that God was ignorant. But sure, that's not what I mean exactly, because I don't already believe a God exists. And whoever wrote those books are just ignorant. That's what I claim, indeed.
Can you go by simple examples so all the others
Simple
can understand
example.
what you
For
mean by that?
example,
Yeah.
I'm going to give the example from Islam. So, for example, when you read the Quran, you'll find a verse which claims that the sperm comes from between backbone and the ribs. And
That's a simple example.
yeah, that's a simple example. And if you don't think that sperm comes from between backbone and the ribs, then you can understand what do I mean exactly.
No, maybe you're not giving the context of it. You're
Context?
reading literally just words, and maybe you're not understanding.
Oh, maybe you're understanding, then you can enlighten us. Are you Muslim?
Yes, I am,
Good.
and
Then you explain.
we discussed earlier on, but it was months ago
Months ago, the same topic.
about God exactly.
Oh, just God. Okay. So yeah. So if you know it, if you know the topic, then you can explain. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. So the context is about the existence of humans. That's the context. If you read the Quran, did you read the Quran?
Yeah, I read it on my own language.
Okay, so it doesn't matter in which language. So the context is about the human's existence, like where how the humans exist, and speaking about the sperm, where it comes from, and etc. So, but it clearly, you know, misrepresents the reality, which is the sperm doesn't come from between backbone and the ribs. So, and more than that, like when it comes to, for example, the stages of embryology,
You're
which Muslims they
you're
like it.
cutting off.
Is it the case for other people? Woke, brands, YouTube? Am I cutting?
Fine. No, you sounded fine to me, Phil.
Okay, maybe
Maybe it's just on my side.
maybe, yeah. So if it's on your side, I cannot help with that one.
Maybe God will help me.
I don't think God is helping believers, like especially Muslims. They have terrible internet. The Allah is the least helpful God among all those gods so far that I experience.
No, I believe there is only one God.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Why so? Because Quran says so?
Well, it's not just Quran. All the books released to people say the same thing.
All the books speaks about only one God?
Yes.
Uh,
At least, I mean, maybe I need to correct myself. Monotheistic religion speak to believe in only one God.
sure, if you look at only monotheistic religions, like mono means one. So that's normal that you see one God concept in those religions. But if you look at other places, you will find more and more gods.
But that's a different topic, I guess.
You brought it. So yeah, still like if we come to the ignorance of God, it's obvious, it's out there. God is speaking about embryology in the Quran, but not the way that we understand it right now. There are missing parts, like some important parts which are missing about embryology. And then we see that people earlier back then, before Muhammad, they were speaking in the same way about embryology that tells us, okay, someone is just copy pasting even the mistakes. So that's what we see.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How came in the existence like the universe?
Came into existence. So you believe there was nothing and universe came into existence?
I mean, how came the universe existent from the first start pointing?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to clarify what you mean exactly. Do you believe there was nothing and then universe came into existence?
No, but forget about me, what I believe or what not. I'm just trying to see your point of view.
Yes, you can see my point if you just answer my question. Do you believe that there was nothing at all and then universe came into existence? This is how you imagine?
Yes.
Oh, that's not how I imagine. Like, I don't think that there was nothing at all at one time. That's not my belief.
And then how came to existence the universe?
Like the question doesn't make sense. Like how Allah came into existence.
Well, you're responding me with questions.
Yeah, that to make you understand that you're asking a fallacious question. That's the only
And
way that
because
I
we
can
don't
teach you that you are asking false questions.
because we don't know. So where did Allah come from?
There is a different
We
thing
don't
in
know
that
where
you
the
don't.
universe came.
There is different thing that you don't know, and there is something else that Muslims claim.
Yeah, Muslims claim that doesn't mean therefore it's true. So then you answer me how Allah came into existence.
Now you're asking the same question that the guy asked before you.
Yeah, good, but still you're not answering how Allah came into existence. He answered already. He said, "I we don't know." Now it's your turn.
God
How?
is not dependent on another, and God is always was there and always will be there. So this is my answer to you.
Okay, then the universe doesn't depend on anyone to exist.
Of course, it depends.
No, it doesn't.
How come?
Just it doesn't like that. That's the
Hmm?
case. That's the case. Like, how come Allah doesn't depend on anyone?
Because he's God.
Oh, because this is universe. That's why it doesn't depend on anything to exist.
Can you define for me what is God by definition?
Why should I do that? I don't believe in God. You are the one who believes in God. You define God.
God so is all powerful, all knowledgeable,
Hmm?
all everything which
All
you
everything.
may
Okay.
attribute to
So
it. Yes.
now you made a soup in your mind and you think this is real.
This is a belief that I believe.
Okay,
And it's real on my
just because you create a concept in your mind, that doesn't make it a real thing. So if I say Superman is the flying strongest man who can throw laser beams through his eyes, that doesn't make Superman real.
but you're making subjective
I'm making subjective.
subjective thoughts, yeah.
You're making subjective thoughts too, so that's why I'm not buying them immediately. So how can I know there is such a thing?
We know that things exist, right?
Things
Like I said.
exist doesn't mean God exists. Things exist doesn't mean unicorns exist. Things
Wait,
exist
hold on.
doesn't mean green
Wait,
aliens
wait.
exist. Things exist doesn't mean Santa Claus exists.
Wait a little bit here.
I'm waiting.
Since we know that things exist, for example, humans, and there must be a starting point of humans.
Since we know Allah exists, there must be a starting point for Allah's existence.
No, because he's God. You remember that he's
No,
all
Yeah,
all
because this is universe. You remember,
he
universe
no
doesn't depend on anything to
no
exist.
he has all powerful, all attributes
I
of
remember that. I
being
remember
powerful.
that. But do you
Yeah.
remember that just because you create a concept in your mind that doesn't make it real? Do you remember that also?
Yes, I do
And
remember.
you didn't answer to that one.
I answered you. I
No,
said,
you didn't.
dude, we are dependent, and
Yeah.
God is not dependent on
Okay,
something.
God is not dependent is a concept in your mind that doesn't make God real. Do you understand that?
You're cutting to me. I don't know why. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I'm cutting you because you're not answering what I'm saying.
No, 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 no. You're cutting off. I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay, probably it's your
Let me
internet.
refresh.
Okay, refresh
Let me
yourself.
refresh it.
I'll take a cup for a tea. So Brent, you're here. Vogue, you're here. So if he comes back fast, you guys have the mics.
Yeah, I'm here now. And I can hear you clear now, I guess.
I don't know what to ask. I'm at a loss for words, really.
And that's okay. Totally okay. No problem with it.
And I got a truck coming by. Hang on. So
So Sam,
I think the point
go ahead.
Phil's trying to go ahead. Go ahead, Brent.
All right. So Sam, what Phil is trying to say is that your assertion that God does not require a beginning could be made as well for the universe. No God required. You are the one who thinks that God exists. You are the one who should tell us what God is and then tell us why you believe it.
I guess I just answered. I don't know. What do you need more to be answered to this question?
So far, you've said that humans exist, therefore, they must have had a starting point.
Exactly, because in my opinion, because of human exist, not just humans, but all other things that we can see and we can touch and we can, realize that they exist. And by humans, if you go just by humans, in some way, in one way, humans are perfect, not in the word, in the term of the word like perfect, but the way that it works, perfectly, that you can see, for example, it makes you
Sam,
clear that this is really complex
hold on.
by someone designing like this.
Again, I know you
yeah.
really want to pivot to the design argument and the complexity argument, but that's not the question. If everything had to have a beginning, then Allah also had to have a beginning.
We have
You
to
can't
put
just say, well, no, God is special. God doesn't need that. That's just your claim.
well, okay, can I ask you a question then, Brent? I guess your name Brent. Here you go. So man, do you think that a man is super powerful or powerful in everything? Yes or no?
Again, it doesn't matter.
It
Tell me
matters.
why. Tell me why God doesn't have to have a beginning. Why is he the exception?
Well, okay, I'm gonna respond like very simple to this one. Maybe since you, I'm going to use AI if that's okay, and I'm going to go by that.
That's fine. We can debate with AI too.
Yeah, of course, but I'm just, being clear on my definition that I use and then by the examples.
So what you're doing is what we call special pleading. Okay, when you say, oh, God didn't have a beginning, that's a claim that's absolutely non-demonstrable, and
I,
it is special. We call it special.
again, maybe I have problems with my
This
microphone.
time it was Vogue. To me, he was also breaking.
Yeah,
So-
we'll kind of fade it out there, but I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
special pleading. It's a special pleading fallacy. You can't say everything has to have a beginning except for God unless you can justify why God has to be the exception. And you have not done that.
Because of complexity. I said again, universe is complex by itself.
Okay, well,
And
Sam,
there not must be
Sam.
something there.
Hey, Sam,
Yeah.
do you think Allah is not complex?
Why this question for?
Like, do you think Allah is not perfect? Do you think Allah is perfect or not?
Allah is perfect, of course.
Okay, Allah is perfect. Allah is complex, not simple. You can't say Allah is simpler than this universe, like simpler than His creation. So then, according to your logic, God must have a creator, definitely, because God is perfect, God is complex. Therefore, God must have a creator. That's your own logic.
No, that's
That's
not my logic.
That's
I'm
your
sorry.
logic. So you're saying the universe is
Yes.
complex,
You're
perfect.
assuming me.
Therefore, it has a
No.
creator. That was your claim, and I just followed
Phil
the
is
same
using
reasoning.
your own logic. That's all he's doing. Phil is just using your own logic but applying it to Allah. That's all he's doing.
No, mate, I'm sorry. No, mate. Don't say things that I didn't say. And don't pretend that to build my logic.
Okay,
That's
Sam.
not true at all.
Okay, like then tell me what I'm saying wrong here. Like the universe is complex, or the human body is complex. The universe is perfect. Therefore, it needs a creator. Was your argument, right?
I said in one way, I took the example of human, and I can go for universe as well. Universe
Listen.
has a function which
Um,
it needs to be done regarding with God law. And God,
Universe
I
is a
said,
function.
God doesn't need anyone and doesn't need
Okay,
anybody.
these are your special pleadings that our friends were explaining to you, but you didn't understand. But here's the thing. Allah is functioning too, right? We cannot speak about non-functioning God here because your God is creating things, right? So your God is
Yes.
also functioning. Your God is also perfect. Your God is also complex. Why God doesn't need a creator in this case?
Okay. So God is supreme being, creator of the universe and object of worship.
That's what you
This
believe in.
is simple way of explaining to you. I don't know what do you need
Yeah,
more.
you're just defining a concept. Like, do you understand? Like, I was also explaining you in a very simple terms. Like, we have Superman. Superman is the strongest man, or at least looking.
We don't have a Superman.
So yeah, we don't have a Allah then. Okay. So if you don't have a
you're
Superman, we
going
don't
by
have an
this
Allah.
logic with this example.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Okay.
sense.
The example shows you that, like, just because you create a concept in your mind, that doesn't make it real. That's simple to show you that concept doesn't mean real outside. So when you say there must be something all powerful, all knowing, uncreated, this is a concept. And we don't know whether there is such a thing or not. But you're saying, oh, yeah, there is. Why? Why? Why do you think there is such a thing?
I'll give you, you gave the example like a Superman. Superman, we don't know, we know that for sure doesn't exist, and he didn't do things perfectly as God did.
Perfectly. You're assuming that there's a God and did things perfectly. Like, these are all your assumptions.
But
And
the things exist, we know.
things exist doesn't mean God exists. Things exist doesn't mean angels exist. Things exist doesn't mean unicorns exist. Things exist doesn't mean green aliens on the Mars exist. No, it doesn't follow.
How did all these complex things come in existence?
How complex Allah came into existence?
It was always there.
Then the complexity was always there, okay? And now it looks like this universe. It exists. It always exists. It's just changing the form, but it always exists. It was always complex.
Your example that you gave with the Superman.
Now you want to talk about Superman?
You brought the Superman.
Yeah, and you didn't like it because you understand that you're creating a Superman in your mind and you're not able to prove that it exists.
We can prove the existence of God by seeing these complex things.
Okay, but we just agreed on that seeing the complexity doesn't mean it has a creator. That's what you think. Sam,
That
this is
We-
what you think. It's not what I think. Okay. So you look at the complexity of Allah, but you say, oh, no, 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 no. No, it doesn't have a creator. Now you are just, changing all the fucking rules that you were creating. That's
no,
cheating.
I didn't say that God is complex.
Do you think God is not complex? Allah is not complex with all that eternal knowledge and power and properties that we cannot even imagine. So do you think this is so simple?
Okay, I'm gonna go with another question to you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Now we have questions because you cannot answer
No, I
any
can
of these points.
answer.
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna prove you the same way that you're trying to do
Let's
with
see.
contra questions.
Let's
Do you
see.
think that man is like all powerful?
No.
No. Okay. We have some functions that we do. We see.
Yeah, we have
eat,
functions. That's good.
We eat. We do everything. So, do you think that there is a necessary being that it must know the way that we eat things?
I don't
and
think so.
That you don't think so?
Yeah, I
Tell
don't
me
think so.
then, how do we know what to eat and what not?
We're
How
learning
where
because
they're
we're
alive?
learning.
We're learning.
Yeah,
So
we're learning.
how the first person learned to eat?
Oh, like this is a question. This is not an argument. You don't know that. You should learn that. Okay, go study biology, evolution, and all those things. Learn the answer. Okay, so this is not the place for learning about
You cannot give me
biology.
the answer.
Yeah, because I'm not a fucking biologist and it's not my topic here. So
you see
now,
the logic
you're.
here?
This is not a logic here. You're asking a question. You don't know the answer. You see the logic here, my friend. Like you're asking a question that you don't know the answer. You assume the answer. You say, "Oh wait, we know those things because God exists. God was teaching us. That's how we know that this is your fucking belief. You cannot tell your beliefs to us by asking questions." Asking questions doesn't mean you are making good arguments. You're just asking a question that you don't know the answer. You don't know the answer. You believe that you know the answer. So first
Sam,
you have to prove a God exists.
Sam, I have no idea why you're laughing. It's not funny, and it really bums all of us out because you are asserting because I don't know how a thing happened, therefore Allah did it. It's called an argument from ignorance fallacy. So I don't know why you think it's so funny, but
Are you
it's
claiming
not.
that
It should be embarrassing.
Are you claiming that you don't know how the things exist?
I
No,
don't know how
we don't
everything
know.
exists. Of
Yeah.
course not.
Okay, but not all the things. Maybe you can lead to the logic that there mustn't be a necessity being that created in this form of shape.
Okay, we
I see
can
no
do
reason
the
to
same
believe
thing.
that. Why would I?
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that, Brent. I'm not afraid of doing that. Like, so the universe has
Okay.
a creator. That's what he believes, right? Sam, you believe that the universe has a creator.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
then there must be a necessary being who created the creator of the universe. Do you believe in that?
No, that's the false logic.
Why it's a false logic? You look at the things that exist, then you say, wait. The explanation must be a necessary being who created those things. That's what you think. That's what you believe. I say, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy that. Okay. I have enough money to buy that, Sam. So now you believe that the universe has a creator. I say, okay, I'm going to buy that too. Then I'm going to turn to you and I will remember what you said. You said, hey, for the things that exist, there must be a necessary being who created all those things. Okay. The creator of the universe has a creator because of your logic.
Okay, can I say now my turn?
Yeah,
Do you remember when I said that God is all the attributes, all powerful?
Do you remember that it's said like just because you create a concept in your mind, that doesn't make it true. Do you remember that also?
Okay. Listen. We went by the logic. Since everything has a creator, therefore the God must have the creator as well. Are you saying this?
This is what you're saying, not me.
No, but I'm referring to you. You
No, I don't have anything to say about this topic right now. You are the one who's saying those things, and I'm only reminding you what you said. That's your logic. You said things exist, they're complex, therefore they have a creator. But wait a second, there must be a necessary creator. I say, okay, no problem. I'm gonna buy that, but come on, it's not your religion. It's something very different. So that shows that that's not a good way of proving your God. That's a terrible way.
Well, that's your claim, that's your opinion, and it's
Well,
subjective.
I don't have any opinion here right now. I'm only projecting your opinions here. These are
You-
not mine. These are yours.
So, what do you think that God has a creator in terms of
I
Islam?
didn't say God has a creator. I said the creator of this universe must have a creator based on your logic.
Based on my logic, but
Yep.
you cannot have two creators with the
I didn't
same
say
attributes.
there are two creators. Like, please don't.
According to my logic. According to my logic.
I don't care about your logic right now. I didn't claim that there are two creators of
You're
this universe.
debating with me. You're debating with me.
Yes, you're debating with me. You should remember that, because I didn't say the universe has two creators. So why you are just straw manning? I don't understand. I
Are
didn't
you
say the universe
saying that-
has two creators.
Are you saying that God has another creator or
I
not?
didn't say
I'm
God has another
confused.
creator. Like should I repeat
the
one
point
more
then?
time? I said the creator of this universe must have a creator based on your reasoning.
Okay, and I'm denying it.
Why? But like, this is your logic, not mine. Why you're denying your own things?
Okay, let me say now. Let me say. It's my turn. So, according to my logic, there is only one creator, because hypothetically, if there were multiple creators, then
Okay, now
it-
shut up,
it-
Sam. Then again, you're straw manning. I didn't say there are multiple creators of this universe. I
I
didn't
said by
say that.
my logic.
I didn't say
said,
that, Sam. I didn't
I
say anything like that. Why the hell you're straw manning?
I assume myself.
Oh, you're assuming yourself?
No, I'm talking about my logic.
You're
I said
talking.
hypothetically.
You're talking to yourself. Like, again, that's not the topic. This is not the claim. Why you're trying to smash a claim that no one had here? No one claimed that. This is not our claim. Like, I didn't claim that the universe have multiple creators. So stop smashing something that no one said.
Did you say that was your logic?
Yeah, like your logic is something exists, it's complex, therefore it has a creator. And I said, okay, then the universe has a creator, okay? One creator. And then that this creator is also functioning, also complex, then it has a creator, because it cannot exist, right? It must have a creator. That's what you think. That's what you believe. But not, right? Because you are making exceptions. You're cheating on the paper. You're saying this is, then you change your own statements, your own beliefs. So one question, like maybe you can understand better. So you believe that the universe has a creator, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you know it is God, not just a creator?
Just a creator?
Yeah,
What
like
kind of-
so when you say God, you mean, I understand what you mean. You mean that someone who has all the power, all the knowledge, and doesn't have any creator, any cause to exist. It's independent. That's what you think when you say God, right?
Exactly.
So my question is, just because there is a cause of something, that doesn't mean the cause is a God. For example, you have a lot of causes. We have a lot of causes, right, in the universe, but we don't say it is God. Like those causes are just causes or creators. For example, like you're using your laptop right now.
Yeah, I'm using.
Okay, so your laptop has a creator, right?
Yes.
Multiple creators, even not only one creator. So do you think like they are gods? No, right?
No, because they're not
Yeah,
powerful.
Yeah, they're
All
not gods. I
powerful.
understand. Yeah, that's what I
None-
mean. So just
none-
because something has a creator, that doesn't mean the creator of that thing is a god. That's why I'm asking, how do you know that the creator of this universe is a god?
I went by this your example again. I say, like, since my laptop has a creator, okay, are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, since the laptop has a creator, and this creator, it's not all powerful like God. This is my claim.
I think you lost me totally, or you're just
No, 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 no.
avoiding like something very obvious. So
Laughing doesn't help.
Sam, like the creators of the laptop is God or not?
No, it's not
No,
God.
that's what I said. Why the hell you're saying something or you're trying to say something? So that's what I said also. The creators of the laptop is not God. Now my question, if this universe has a creator, why do you think it's God, not just a creator?
First of all, to the laptop example, it's the simple thing. The laptop is not complex at all.
The laptop is not complex?
Yeah, it's not complex at all.
The laptop is not complex?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we don't have energy, does it work, the laptop? Yes or no?
Like this is recorded, Sam. You should know that. Like when you say the laptop is not complex, many people probably will be laughing at you.
It doesn't matter if they laugh or not.
Okay, you don't care about that. Good. Yeah.
Of course.
So the laptop is like, what is complex then? Like Sam, like can we at least understand when you say complex, what do you mean?
My point of laptop in this example is the creator is not all powerful.
That, like we know that. We know that. Well, why the hell you repeat the same stupid thing?
Okay, but universe is complex, right?
Okay, okay. Universe is complex, but not a laptop. Like, are there any other complex things that you know?
You're bringing the same thing.
I'm
like
trying to understand what do you mean by complex, because we have a fucking disagreement here. So what do you mean by complex? Like, give me another example that you think complex. You said
the universe.
Oh, so there's only one complex thing at all? It's only universe?
This is the example I can give you to you.
Give me other examples. What other things you think complex?
Human, in one way or another, is
okay. So the part of the universe is complex. So the humans are the part of this universe. So humans are complex. Well, what about brain? Do you think brain is complex?
Yeah, this is a specific one. Of course.
Okay. So what about like the cell, the like one single cell of any living being? So do you think one single cell is complex or not?
Yeah, complex in a way of how it works. Of course.
The way now we were changing what we mean.
No,
Okay.
it's not changing.
Okay. Good. So what about a car? What about watch? Like watches, those old ones, big ones.
That's not complex, of course.
That's not complex. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So man-made things are not complex. Humans are complex. Animals are complex too.
In the way that they work or function.
The way that they work.
Yeah.
Okay. So like a computer is not functioning complex. Okay. Wow, that's a surprise. But anyway, it's okay. I will try to digest that. So
it doesn't matter if you accept or not.
Thanks.
This is a matter of opinion.
Oh, what about solar system? What about solar system? Do you think the way that the solar system function is complex or not?
Wait. You're not the authority.
I'm not. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to learn what you mean. I'm not listening because like you're bullshitting right now. I'm trying to learn what you mean by complexity. Okay, and please give me space to learn things here. I'm here to learn. So what about the solar system, the way that the solar system function? Is it complex or not? I'll wait for you to realize that you're muted. Because some people like you, they don't realize.
So, Phil, maybe another way to ask it is, can you give me an example of anything that is not complex? Maybe to see if you can get a hold of their definition that way.
We have the answer, but like Brent, like that, like this guy is clever, and like He
Mhm.
is saying that nothing that we created is complex. So, but the rest of the things he already believes that like they all have been created by his God, therefore they are complex. So anything you pick from the universe, it will be complex for him, not the
Yep.
things that we created. So, and he
And
will
if
say,
everything is complex, then nothing is complex. The definition is completely meaningless.
yeah,
So
and then he will say,
totally.
complex can only exist by an all-powerful being. And the creator cannot create complex things because we are the creators, and when we create, those things are not complex. So if the universe has a creator, not God, then this creator cannot create the universe because the universe is complex, and complex things can only be created by God. That's what he believes. And yeah.
Please continue. Is he Sam? Are you going to figure out how to unmute yourself, bud?
Somebody muted me. I don't know why. It was
Yeah,
you, Brent.
that's why we are having the problem from the very beginning, Brent. Yeah.
Somebody muted me. Who
Oh,
was?
it was me, Sam,
Okay.
and that was clear, I believe, but seemingly not for you. So, okay. So, one more time, do you think Allah is complex or not, Sam?
Can you say one more time question?
Do you
It was
think
not clear.
do you think Allah is complex?
Or I think he is however he wants to be. Because he's God.
Sorry, like you were breaking probably. One more time. Allah is complex or not?
He is however he wants to be.
He's or he wants to be. I don't understand what you mean.
I said what you
So
asked.
do you think God is designing himself the way that he wants?
We don't go to that part. He just gave us, in the books, holy books, the way that he is, and we accept his attributes.
But like as intelligent beings, when we hear all those, properties of God, then no way to think that that's a simple being. So God has a lot of properties, right? And all that knowledge you think that God has, all that power, it's like doesn't seem simple. Like, it's very
So what's
complex.
the point here? What's
The
the point
point
here?
is the universe is complex, therefore it has, a creator. My point is then we should apply the same logic. Like Allah is complex, therefore Allah must have a creator. If you say no, then that means something complex can exist without a creator. This is what you believe. God is complex and can exist without a creator. Then I say, okay, then now let's apply this rule, the new rule for the universe. The universe is complex, then the universe can exist without a creator. Why we don't buy that?
Because universe is dependent on someone or some being
That's what
who
you
is
believe.
all powerful.
No, this
Yeah,
is circular reasoning, Sam. Like this is what you believe. Like you can't say this is the case, and that case is the thing that you're trying to prove here. You cannot assume the very thing that you're trying to prove. That's the thing that you are supposed to prove, not assume.
prove what kind of proof you want
That
exactly.
a God exists. Like you're saying that the universe depends on a God. That's your claim. And what we were trying to do here to prove a God exists, right? You're not proving it, you're just assuming.
I said what I said. So
Yes, you
if
just
that
claimed what
doesn't
you believe.
satisfy you, it's okay.
Sure, it doesn't. Like when people make
Oh, it's
claims, it
okay.
doesn't satisfy me.
No, it's okay. It's totally okay for you or for anybody here. I'm
So
not here, to win or lose debate because that's really childish.
yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah, so it's totally okay for you to accept claims when there's no good evidence. Just through the assertions, you can accept any claim, and that's totally fine to you. I
Not
see.
any claim. Not any claim.
Oh, not
There
any
are a
claim.
lot of things like you saying Hinduism, for example.
Mhm.
According to my knowledge, Hinduism, they don't believe in one God. It's simple enough.
Okay.
They're different, but Christianity is a little bit different. It's more close to monotheistic religion, but
Okay.
it's still some
I'm
differences
sorry.
between us.
I'm not very interested in those religions
Yeah,
right
and that's
now.
totally okay.
Yeah, because you're a Muslim. I would like to talk
Yeah,
about your
I'm
religion.
proud to be Muslim.
Yep. Anyway, so since you're not here for the discussion, then let's try like UN, United Nations. No, it's underscore. You have the mic underscore. Thanks for being patient. Are you there? You want to speak up? I cannot unmute you. If you're
Hello,
speaking,
is this working? Is this working?
oh, now it's working.
Hi. So, yeah, sorry, I was about to bring up the same thing about the Hinduism point. Yeah, that's a polytheistic religion. They believe in many gods. They
Mhm.
aren't connected to the Abrahamic faith at all.
Okay.
If you were doing the three faiths of the Abrahamic religion, that would include Judaism, but yeah, Hinduism is an Asian faith that wouldn't be at all connected to this conversation.
Okay. So, are you a believer?
I am personally a Christian, yes.
Christian.
I
Okay.
saw, I think it was, there was a Muslim here earlier that you were talking to.
Yeah, like
Just
Sam
wanted to
is
say
a
hi to him.
Muslim. Is a
I've got
proud
no problem
Muslim.
with him. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, what we realize as atheist people underscore, like Christians, Muslim, they just assume that a God exists. Like that they claim, oh wait, God exists, and then they start
Well,
building up everything on
well, the
that
question
assumption.
is, do you assume that that's how I came to my assumption, or do you think I actually did research beforehand? Like,
Oh,
do you think that I just came to the assumption that God exists, or do you think I went into the Bible and read it myself? Because that's you as a non-believer
yeah.
coming to the preconceived notion that I, as a believer, have just come to faith without any thoughts.
Okay, so like if that's not the case, that would be great. Like to listen how you came to the idea that a God exists. That's what we're discussing here.
So I don't believe that it can be scientifically proven without a shadow of a doubt that God can exist. I do not believe in his nature. Just to make that a complete 100% point at the beginning. But I do believe that there is plenty of physical evidence that we are able to look at. Yes, it's not going to be, I'm just making it 100% clear right now. I'm not trying to go like, oh, you need to turn to the faith or anything. I'm not trying to go like I have undeniable proof or anything like that, because that's just not how this proof works. It relies on the
Let's
claim
focus
that Jesus
on
Christ died and rose.
let's focus on what you have rather than what you don't have.
Yes. So what is your main like objection to
Uh,
God? If you don't mind me asking.
okay, like why I don't believe a God exists is simply because I don't
Mhm.
see the convincing evidence. Like what I see, like not different than what I see from other religions. For example, our friend still here, Sam.
Mhm.
Like he believes in Allah because there is
Mhm.
the religion already. He found himself in the religion, and he just thinks
Yes.
that Allah is the real God. Allah exists for many reasons, and so far, he made terrible arguments.
I
And the
do have a
main one,
question though,
yeah.
if you don't mind me asking.
Let's
Do
see.
you just like, I'm not trying to say anything like against you or anything. I don't believe that these sort of debates should be of animosity. I believe we're both trying to like seek something similar, right? We're both trying to seek the truth, right?
Maybe.
I am just curious, like, do you fully recognize the difference between, say, Allah, Yahweh, Jesus,
I mean, they are
the
different.
main three Abrahamic religions?
To me, they're
I
different.
yeah, Yeah, I know that you know that they're different, but say the difference in beliefs. What, like, say, would you be able to tell me the difference between a Muslim's belief in Jesus versus a Christian's?
I don't see much differences there.
That's the main problem, because there is a major difference.
Okay, look,
Muslims believe that Jesus is not the Son of God and that he was not crucified. He was just made to appear so.
I'm
We
sorry.
as Christians believe that
now
Jesus is the Son of God.
I'm not into that one underscore. So now I'm interested in because I listened him. He didn't give any good
Yes.
evidence or arguments to us.
That's not supposed to be evidence. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
But
That's
anyway,
just supposed to be that I believe that if you're going to have these conversations, you should fully understand the complexities within the religions that you're speaking to.
yeah, those
Because if
religions
you're
are
not able
complex. We're aware
to
of
see the
that.
difference between Jesus Christ in Islam versus Christianity, how are you going to
I'm
argue
sorry, like that's
about
that's
just
not
the pure
important. Like
existence
the
of
way
God?
that they see Jesus is
How
different
is
than the way
that
that
not
you see.
important? That's
To me,
literally
not
God
important.
that
Like
we're
that's
arguing. Jesus is the God
okay.
that we're talking about.
Okay, underscore. They believe in something. You
Mm.
believe in something else.
Yes.
That's it. So,
Yes. Mm.
the way that you believe a
Which
God
I totally agree
exists,
with.
yeah, but the way that you believe
Mm.
a God exists, okay? I'm not speaking about
Yes.
what is God exactly. This is another topic. But the way that you believe a God exists, the way that he believes a God exists, to me, not different. So, but now you're
Here's the
trying to
thing.
say, but
They're based on
those guys
they're
are
based on the
different.
same
Okay.
type of claim.
Oh,
Underscore. Listen, they're based on the
I
same type of
yes,
claim. The Muslim says that
that's
Allah is
a
real
misconception.
because of the Quran. The Christian says Jesus is the Son of God because of the Bible. It's identical in my mind.
Mhm.
A thing is true because of a
So yes,
text. I don't grant that. Why would
on a
I?
surface level, yes, it would be a similar thing. Muslim believes this because the Quran says it. Christian because the Bible. However, that's where the difference in the gods that we worship come into place,
No
right?
one said
Yeah, but we
that
don't
those
believe
gods
any
are
gods exist.
the same.
That's the thing.
No.
There's no
I'm
gods.
aware.
None.
It's a part of my point. It's a part of my point.
Underscore. You're
I'm
trying to
just
make a point that
so
we already agreed. At least I agreed. Like those gods are different gods, so
well.
you don't have to go there.
Okay. No. It's not about that they are different. It's the differences that's the important part.
I don't think
Because
it is important.
This is like saying the
Allah,
difference between pixies and fairies is really important. So we need to talk about the difference between pixies and fairies right now,
well,
because it's clearly
if
critical to the argument.
one's goal is to give you a wish that's going to grant you wealth, and the other one is going to just trick you and then throw you into the bottom of a well, I think it's pretty important to distinguish the differences between a pixie and a fairy.
No,
But
neither
I
one is
think
real. This is just dressed up Pascal's wager. I should believe in
okay.
one over the other because I
When
might
did I
have good
say that
outcomes.
is the thing? When
Come
did I
on.
say it's Pascal's
That's the
wager?
logical conclusion to what you were getting to. If one has a good outcome and the other has a bad outcome, well then I'm going to believe in the one
Oh
with a good outcome.
no.
Because
This is not at
that
all
was your
about outcome.
argument. Oh,
This isn't
Lord
this
have
isn't at all
mercy.
about outcome. If you'd let
Hey
me
man,
finish.
look, I would love for you to give evidence that Jesus is the Son of God outside of the Bible says so.
Okay, underscore. Well,
Yep.
let's clarify something. So, the God that you believe in, do you believe that your God has a creator?
It's this argument. So Yahweh would be the uncreated creator.
Okay,
He
so
would not have a creator.
Allah
Yes.
is the uncreated creator according to their belief also. So the way that they try to prove this God is not different than the way that Christians try to prove your God.
It is.
It's
It
not.
is
Okay, but
different.
then like prove us. Like we
That's
already
where
know.
the Quran comes in. That's
Okay.
where the Quran comes in.
I don't think
Because the
Quran comes in to
Quran
prove
is
your
supposed-
God.
is supposed to be
Underscore. Your God
no.
doesn't
I
need
don't believe in the
Quran.
Quran.
Your God
I don't
doesn't
believe
need
in the Quran.
Islam. Your God doesn't need. Your religion doesn't need other religions.
Then you haven't
to
paid
be proven.
attention to me because I am not Islamic.
Yes, that's why you don't need Islam to prove your God.
Yes. The Quran isn't Christian. That's what I'm trying to get
What?
to. If you'd let me finish.
I'm
The
sorry.
Quran in the Islamic faith is the undeniable word of God. Whatever it says
And-
goes. It is
and-
supposed to be truth. So that is why in
I'm
the Muslim,
really irritated that we're talking about another religion since you are not from that religion.
it is literally connected.
It's not
in your prompt. It was
It's
about the
not.
Abrahamic
It's
faiths.
not.
This is a
It's
part
not.
of the Abrahamic
Yeah,
faiths.
and I want to talk about your faith.
My
the
brother,
God
you
that
put
you believe in.
Hinduism as part of the Abrahamic
Are you
faiths.
Hindu? Are you Hindu?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, then why the hell we
Do you understand the
mention
difference
Hinduism?
between Hinduism and Christianity?
They are different. We already agreed on that. Underscore. We agreed on that the Christian God and the
But
Muslim gods are different
if you're
gods.
going to say that you already know where my argument is going, then why have you constantly stopped my argument and then went the complete opposite direction?
You never started to prove your God. Never ever
Yes,
started to prove your
I
God.
have not even gotten to the point that I was here to make.
You should start from the point that you were supposed
My
to
brother, I have been. You kept interrupting.
make. Yeah, because you're not starting to
Okay.
prove your God.
Oh my gosh. Every time I start, it's my brother, my brother, my brother. Okay. So in the Christian faith, right? The
Mhm.
Bible itself
Yep.
is not come down from God like the Quran. That is why the main difference
I'm gonna need
is
you. Wait a second, because
what?
you're
Why are
not
you?
getting any fucking thing, man. Like, is it so fucking hard to understand a simple statement that those religions are different religions, not the exact same religions, and their gods are not the same gods? Well, hey, Volk. Hello, are you there? Like, is it me that so stupid
Yeah, I'm
that
here.
like maybe I'm not able to explain something very simple? Like, we never said that they exactly believe in the same God. We never said that they are the exact same religions. Like, why this guy keeps trying to say this religion is different than my religion?
I get the feeling he doesn't really want to get into the conversation and just wants to keep it right here so that he
Yeah.
can feel right.
Okay, like take your time.
I think he's
Islam.
stalling.
Take your time. Underscore. Disprove Islam, Hinduism. It's not gonna prove your God. That's why, like, it's so irritating. You keep speaking about other religions here. Hinduism is false, therefore Christianity is true. Doesn't follow. Islam is false, therefore Christianity is true. Doesn't follow also. And please don't mention any other religions right now if you want to prove your God.
I was just going to mention something here, and probably need to leave.
Okay,
I don't know. So the brother underscore said something that's not true.
which
I'm
is
going to address quickly. We believe that in Jesus as a prophet, that's true, but we believe in the same thing, that it was a book given by God, same God that I believe. And for the Jews as well, for the other prophets as well, same message.
it's not the
all
same God,
throughout the time.
Sam. Like, look, come on. They believe that like their God has a son. That's not
No.
what you believe.
I was saying, I said it. It's a prophet to us.
Yeah, that's why you don't believe in their God, because they believe that their God had a son. So you don't believe God had a son. So that means you guys don't believe in the same God. You believe God doesn't have a son, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I was
Okay.
going to say the Bible, it was revealed to prophet Jesus.
That's what you think.
And we
That's what you
believe
believe.
that.
That doesn't mean that's what they believe. So we know what
Yeah,
they
that's
believe.
okay.
They're not the same things, okay? What Quran says, what they believe are different things. And again, like, we don't need to keep mentioning about the difference. We know that they're different.
Give me a second.
But it's so annoying, like, just saying, oh, this is different, this is different, this is different. You don't need other religions to prove your own religion, your God, the way that you believe. The statement is just like the way that you believe a God exists is not different than the way that they believe a God exists. And we already mentioned some of those parts. Welcome, Garrett, and welcome, Peter. Let's try Peter. The link is out there, people on YouTube. You can still use that link if you don't jump to another room. And yep, if you have questions, if you want to highlight your messages for some reasons, or if you want to support the channel, super chats and memberships do the job. And yeah, Peters, you can speak up.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know your name. First, the topic is very interesting. God existence. So I am believe that there is definitely God, and
Okay.
there are. If we take the evidence from the spiritual books, it is not a appropriate thing for disbelievers. And I think that there is the one reason we couldn't tell that there is definitely existence of God, that is using our logic.
Okay, let's see how you use your logic.
And
I mean, yeah, you can
yeah,
either go with the holy books that you think proves a God exists, or you can go with the logic that you think proves a God exists. Choose one of them.
I don't think that using the holy books is a perfect one, because if there is someone who's a disbeliever, if I go through the holy book, she is a believer can do it, but the disbeliever cannot approve it because he do not take the word that there is God. So I use the logic that one is dependent or independent thing.
Okay, now you
Okay.
want to speak about the logic. Okay.
Yeah. The dependent thing is that if I am dependent, because without air or without food, without my parents, I can't be here. So I'm dependent on my parents and became and dependent on the society and became dependent on the nature. The same way, my parents are dependent on somebody because their forefathers or there's something. The chain continuously goes till a point where there is a person who is definitely not dependent on before person, and that person is still the one person. There is no person behind him, there is no person after him, and that we can name it as a god. Because he is an independent person. For example, if I say that I'm a poet, and I'm poet because of my
Okay,
interest
Peter.
is to be poet.
Peter, I don't understand it properly. That's why I will start asking some questions. So the
Okay,
universe exists, right?
yes.
And do you think the universe is dependent or independent?
I believe that universe is itself is a dependent, but
Okay,
actually
good.
is a
So the universe is dependent on what? On a god?
see, God is a invisible entity, so you can't see
Peter,
the God. But
Peter, you're not
yeah,
answering my question. The universe depends on a god or something else?
definitely universe depends on God only.
How do you know that the universe depends on a god? What if the
Because
universe depends on something else, not a god?
I believe that let's go by contradiction. If there is no God, yes.
I didn't say there's no God. No, Peter. I didn't say there's no
Yeah.
God. My question was, how do you know that the universe depends on a God, not something else? I didn't say there's no
Because
God.
yes. Are interrelated, because the earth is moving because there is a sun, we're getting the light, and we have the day and night because the moon and revolving that. So or there are dependent on something else. So there is an independent entity. So because of
Peter,
that,
you're not
all
answering my question, Peter. So we
sorry.
accepted that the universe is dependent, okay? Don't
Yeah,
go to
okay.
universe anymore, like go outside of the universe. So we accept
Okay.
that the universe depends on something. And I
Okay.
ask you, like, depends on what? You said God. And my question was, how do you know it's God? What if the universe depends on something else, not God? That doesn't mean there is no God. But how do you know that it depends on God?
Okay, now I got the point. So there is a straightforward, that is a belief. Okay. So
Now we
my
have the
belief is
belief.
that Yes.
So we don't have the
We have the
logic
faith.
here. You have the faith. So now you see, you started to demonstrate your belief through logic, but now you end up with the belief. So you sacrifice the logic here. Rip
No, no.
logic.
Wait. If you ask me how you convince yourself, I say that I have the belief. But if you ask me to convince you, I use the logic.
You didn't use any logic so far. At least you just killed it on in the midway. You started with some logic, but you just said, "Oh, fuck your logic," and you killed it. Because you said,
When
"Wait,
am
I
saying
have
that,
faith here," like it. So you
okay.
you left logic.
So let's go into one more time. That is it. Let's prove it by contradiction. Okay.
By
So
contradiction.
a little bit. Yes.
I don't understand what
Let's
you're
think
saying
that
right now.
contradiction means that uh, if this have let's assume that in
You don't
mathematical
have
way,
to. You don't
if
have
some
to define what is contradiction. Like I just don't understand what you're trying to do right now. So you're gonna use different
contradiction.
argument.
Yes, it is a type of argument that is proving something using by contradiction.
Okay, let's see that.
So contradiction is something that if I say that uh, you tell you say that apple is come from the tree, okay, and proof by contradiction is something that you can't show that evidence that apple cannot from the comes a tree, so we can say that that is actually linked to the tree. I give another example. For example, if I say that in mathematical way, if a number is divisible by 2, so we can say that it is a prime number. If it is even number, right?
Sorry, I'm not able to follow what you're saying, man. Can you make it more simple?
Yes, fine, definitely. For example, you have a number, natural number, okay, and you
I'm
want
sorry.
to tell that
My mathematics is terrible. Please forget mathematics. So
okay, fine. Let me think that. For example, I make it clear. Just keep aside word contradiction for a while. Now I believe there is a God, and assume that you not believe there is no God. Okay. Hello.
you're losing me, Peter.
Wait. I'm audible now.
Yes, you are audible, but like I cannot catch what you're saying.
Wait.
Oh.
My point is I want to prove that there is existence of God using the proof of contradiction.
Proof of
In this way,
contradiction.
yes, I believe that there is God. Assume for some time you believe that there is no God.
Okay. I believe
Okay.
there's no God. You believe there's a God. And
Yes. Now, let's for instance, let me take that I also not believe the God.
you also don't believe in God. Okay.
Let's instance.
You became an atheist. Okay, good.
Okay, atheist. for instance, okay. For instance, I believe that I am atheist. For atheist, they say that God is the one who created the universe, who created the every human being, who created the everything. Okay, which he says that it is a God. He is eternal. He don't have the mother. He don't have the father. He is the only existed person. Okay.
Okay, you're
We
defining
give
what
the
is God.
definition.
Okay.
What is God? Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go. He's the ultimate thing. Okay, you can't destroy him. You can't create him.
We got it, man.
You
We got
can't.
it. Okay, so
Okay, fine. And now let's assume that I have an apple in my hand.
you have the apple.
I have the apple hand. So I want to know that where this apple comes from.
Okay.
So what you definitely are thinking goes to a tree.
Yeah, the apple comes from the supermarket.
Okay, supermarket. From
Yeah.
supermarket where they got from? They got from where? Tree.
So they got it
Yeah.
from the field where there were apple
Yes.
trees. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
And
So where that tree comes from?
someone planted it.
Someone planted it. And he planted in the ground. How a tree forms?
What?
He planted just a seed. Okay, but whole tree, how come from?
From the earth.
Because
From the
the
seed.
earth. Okay, from the seed, you got
Yeah.
with biological. You can see the photosynthesis, that
Yeah,
any
you
chemical
need,
reactions
yeah,
happen.
you need water, you need all those chemicals in the soil, right?
Everything,
And,
right?
and you need a seed to have an apple tree, right? Okay, so
Yes,
we need a lot
yes,
of things
seed.
to have the apple.
The base thing is that you need seeds, right?
I mean, without seeds, no apple. Yeah.
If there is no seeds, there is no apple.
Yep.
Where the seeds come from?
Where the seeds come from other apples.
From mother apple, if the circle goes in the same way, where it stops?
Oh, you think it stops somewhere? Okay, so do you know where exactly it stops? Do you really
Exactly
know?
stops. For example, let's instance, it stops from the apple. Okay, the initial point is apple.
Okay, Peter, look, I'm getting bored. Like, can you make your point right now? Maybe this is enough so
Yes,
far.
this conversation is comes to end to end point. Now the question is where that apple comes from.
Okay. And
To come from, if someone it
that's
can
that's
directly
the
come
question.
from that galaxy.
And Peter, please hurry up. Please go to the point.
Okay. Where the apple comes from? Where it comes from directly from the galaxy, or it directly born? How it comes from? Because it is a dependent thing. There is a someone who created that apple. Because of that, there is a seed coming. There is a field
Okay,
coming. There is
that's
a market coming.
good.
So because of
Peter,
that person, we can say that.
Peter,
Yeah.
like we already mentioned, like just because you don't know how exactly something appears, that doesn't mean there is someone creating those things, you know, specifically.
Okay.
So that's creating
Yeah.
arguments from your ignorance. Like you don't know also. You're ignorant like me. You don't know how like all the biology started to exist on this planet. We even don't know it exactly started here on this planet. We don't know that also. But when you don't know things, that doesn't mean your belief is true. You can't say, therefore, my belief is true. Why? Because look, this idiot person doesn't know the answer. I ask him a question where the apple comes from, and he's so stupid, he doesn't know the answer. Therefore, my belief must be true. It doesn't follow logically. You should understand that. So X exists,
Yes.
and it must come from somewhere, is your assumption. So if there is a creator, if there's someone who created these things, then according to your logic, that someone must come from somewhere else also. Or it needs a creator too. Then you find yourself in an infinite loop, buy it or not, it's your thing. But the universe exists, that's what we observe. And there's always a change in the universe, that's what we observe too. Like the energy, the matter, whatever, they keep changing, and then we see those things. And what we see, a changing universe. That's all what we see. And where this changing universe come from is a question, even a fallacious question. Maybe it doesn't come from somewhere. Maybe there's always a changing universe. Well, yeah, maybe you don't want to call it a universe when it's very different than this one. I understand that. But yeah, there is something here we see, we observe. Let's even don't call it universe. We observe something around us, the existence, and it keeps changing. And we don't know. Like,
Are you saying that there are a lot of possibilities out there?
I can't say that also, but I can entertain a lot of things, a lot of fantasies out there, including many creators of this universe, which you guys don't like. Or there's no cause for the existence of this universe is one of the things that I can entertain too. Or there are, a very long chain of creation that leads us here as something else. Or you keep talking about necessary beings, right? A necessary existence. I can entertain the fantasy that there might be multiple necessary beings out there who created a lot of things. And then, after a very long chain or chains, then we get to our universe. Maybe that's the case. I just don't know. I mean, I can fantasize all those things, but I don't have the answer. We
Let me
don't know.
ask you a question, a simple one. So yes or no? That's the answer you
I
should
hope
give.
it's a yes or no question.
Do you know that? Do you know or do you believe that a thing come from existence from non-existence?
I don't believe.
You don't believe. So where it come from? For example, like humans.
Again, like I explained, like things are changing.
Yeah, how the first human person? Do you believe that?
I
the
don't think
first human
there's a
created?
first. I don't think we can show the first human
So where it come from? The
from the
do you
universe.
believe that from the universe?
Yeah, from the Earth, from this planet. Yeah, it comes from here.
From the Earth or from universe?
Yeah, I mean, like universe, Earth, whatever.
So this is the first person. The way, take me for example. I'm able to speak. I'm able to work. I'm able to see, etc. So these things to given to me.
Given to you?
Yes.
You
Yes.
believe those things are given to you by someone?
Forget about what I believe. I'm just want to know your
No,
logic.
when you say forget about what I believe, you're just imposing your beliefs, which is
I'm
you
not
believe that
imposing.
those things are given to you. You
I
don't
wanna
know
try
that.
to
You believe in that.
Okay, am I able to speak right now with you? Yes. So this ability of speaking
You have it.
is what it is, where it comes
Okay.
from.
Very good. Like Allah is speaking to us, right? Like sending books to us. That's what you believe. So
No, forget about what I believe. I ask you
no,
according to your logic. According to your logic.
Stop. So Allah has the ability to see, like you guys call it basar, that He sees everything. Allah has the ability to, send a book. Like we know that He understands literature. He knows the languages. So answer this question, Sam. Who gave the ability to your Allah? Who gave those abilities to your Allah?
You're muting myself.
Sure.
You're muting me always.
Yeah,
I'm not.
That's
I'm
not
answering this
fair.
question.
That's not fair, philosopher.
Yeah, it's not fair when you assume things and you keep asking those guys, oh, like, I am speaking, who gave me the ability? Like, oh, why do you think someone gave it to you? I mean, I can assume the same thing for your Allah too. That's what I'm trying to show you, but you don't want to look at it.
No, what
These
is
are
your
important.
stand? What is your stand of this ability that humans have?
Exactly. What's your stance about the ability of Allah? Who gave those abilities to Allah?
Well, answer firstly to my question. I want to see your logic.
Okay, I don't have an answer for that. Like, well, now I
You don't
want
have
you to.
an
Yes,
answer?
good. Yeah, I don't have an answer. So now it's your turn. Who gave those abilities to Allah?
First, I want answer to abilities.
Sam. Yeah.
Like I have.
Please answer my question right now.
You see, you want to impose now the things that you want.
Yes, exactly. But these are not the things that I have. These are your beliefs, not my beliefs. Because you believe that when there is a when this is your belief, Sam. This is your fucking belief, Sam. It's not my belief. I'm not like I don't know the answer. Like why you keep saying you're avoiding. I answer. I don't know. But that's already a fallacious question because you believe that those are given by someone. That's a false question. Now you answer my question. Yeah, I accept many times I'm ignorant about many things, but you're the one who's so arrogant that thinks that he knows everything. So then be the word of yourself. Please tell me who gave the ability of speaking or reasoning to Allah. Answer this question.
Nobody. He had always
Nobody.
all the abilities.
This is what you believe. What's your evidence for that? I don't believe in
The
that.
evidence is he claims God to be.
Oh,
So in
no,
order
he
to be,
did. No, you didn't even prove that there is someone up there. You couldn't even prove that.
I proved already. But
No,
if you
you
don't
didn't.
accept it, it's okay, totally okay.
You
I
couldn't.
don't care.
Don't lie about that. You didn't
accept or
prove
not.
anything. You just claim things. Yes, I don't accept because you're just claiming without any good evidence so far. You keep saying, "Oh, how this is working." I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer properly. Oh yeah, I know. My Allah did it. Wait, man, you didn't prove Allah exists in the first place. So my ignorance is not the evidence of your Allah, Sam. If this was the case, other people must be right also about their gods. Like the Christian guy who left is right because I'm ignorant, right? Or the Hindu guy right now here, he's right. Why? Because I'm ignorant. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You should understand that. I'm angry because you are assuming things without good evidence, and after that, you're lying that you have proven something, which is not the case, which was not the case. So I'm not gonna stay calm if you lie here on my face.
One more time.
Yeah,
philosopher.
one more time. Who gave the speaking ability to Allah? He said no one.
No, I first question
So that means abilities can exist even when they're not given. Okay, so
can
we
exist
have ability when
even not
when
giving
even when they're
ability
not
to see.
given. Yeah, like you believe that like those abilities can exist even when no one gave it to someone, because you believe that Allah has those abilities and no one gave those abilities to Allah, right? That's
No,
what you believe.
to humans is different. To
You
humans
don't
is
know.
different.
Okay, yeah, like you can say they're different, but that doesn't mean just because it's different, therefore someone gave it. That doesn't mean. So it's not black and white. That's the part that you don't see. So we have abilities because we learn things. We learn things and we keep learning and we are transferring the knowledge.
And
Okay.
this ability to learn, philosopher,
Yep.
according to you, who gave this
Okay.
attribute or
Okay.
these values?
Okay.
The ability
This
to
is
learn.
so silly. This is so silly, Sam.
This is so silly.
Silly. Why? Because you keep asking false questions. You assume that someone gave it. You don't know it. You believe in that. So that's why those questions are false, because your
Prove me
questions have
differently. Prove me
your
differently.
questions have a
Prove me
lot of
differently by answer,
your
not by
fucking
asking.
stupid questions have a lot of assumptions in itself. That's why it is just clouding your stupid reasoning. That's why you think, oh, yeah, look, they don't have the answer. Oh, therefore my belief is true. And no, it's not following like this. Who gave that ability is a false question. And what is the explanation? Like, I don't know exactly. My ignorance is not your evidence to say, oh, yeah, my God gave it more. I know it. How do you know? Oh, I believe in it. I'm sorry. My ignorance is not the evidence of your beliefs. That they're not proving your beliefs to be true. Because I don't know something, that doesn't mean your belief is true. If this is the case, then Christianity totally must be true. Hinduism must be true. Why? Because I'm ignorant, right? But it doesn't work like that. And I hope you see it one day. Anyway. Yeah, that's why we keep studying about the universe, about biology, about all those things. Like that leads us learning. We keep learning how these things are working, how they were working in the past, and we keep studying those things. And we learn a lot of things, and still we don't know many things. And ignorance is not a shame. If you have the eager to learn things, even if you don't have, it's okay, I believe. But yeah, like you should learn that when someone doesn't know something, that doesn't make your belief true. You're not here to take lessons. I know that, man. But you didn't learn anything so far, and you at least like, you have proven something. Thank you for proving at least 1 point here, which is you're not here to learn something. That's good. At least we have evidence for that. That's the only thing that we have evidence. That's so bad. Anyway, Lakshay Sharma. Mara, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good. I've been listening to all these people today.
Okay.
We have some action. It's different.
Well, don't jinx that, man. Yeah, we have people today. Yep. And yep. So Um. Okay.
Right. So I guess they're not
Yeah.
believers.
Well, I think there are some believers in the YouTube chat, but probably they're not jumping in. So, okay. You could learn though, Sam. You could learn at least something. But that's okay.
That's the main problem I have with religion. Actually, I don't care what people believe, but
Mm-hmm.
the moment you assume that you know everything, you're closing your mind for any new possibilities, right? So they know all the truth in their worldview. So they can never learn anything because they know everything, right? And that's the worst thing that a human can assume, in my opinion.
Mm. My God. Anyway. So let's have a fresh room, people. We didn't change our room for a long time. Let's see the fresh room, how it works. Yep. Jumping. I'll be in a new room, people. So, people, we're rolling for nearly 2 hours. Okay, at least we had speakers today. If it's not gonna work from now on, I'm not gonna make it very long so that not to bore people on YouTube. And I'm gonna share the new link. Probably you'll get the link before you hear me talking about the link. But that's the new link to join to this room if you want to discuss the topic. So, gods are ignorant. Like when I say gods, I mostly mean like, the God of Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Judaism. I mean, those gods are ignorant. How we know it? By reading the books that, refers to those gods. And the ignorance is clear for me when I read those books. Hi, Z. I hope you see the topic here, and welcome, Jolie. I'm okay. How about you? We have Sergi. Hello, Sergi.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going okay. How about there? Okay, seemingly you're busy. We have Zabiullah Rafat. Very promising Muslim name. Hey, Z. I think I answered that question. I'm okay. How about you? Am I lagging or what? Sound check. 1, 2, 3.
For me, everything is fine. What is your name? Which name I can call you?
Call me Phil.
What?
Just look at my picture, profile picture, if you're able to see. Yeah, Phil.
Okay, Phil. Where are you from, by the way?
Okay, Z. Like, by the way, we have a very specific topic here.
Yeah, I thought.
Are you into that topic?
Yes, God's existence, God of Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam is ignored.
Yep.
Yeah, very interesting to talk.
Very interesting topic. Okay. So, are you a believer of any god?
Of course, because my religion is Islam, and I believe in God.
You believe in God. Okay. So, I don't believe in any god. I think that's clear.
you don't believe? Any reasons for that?
I don't see any reasons. I don't see any good evidence. I don't see any good arguments to prove a God exists. God to me is not very different than Superman, Spider-Man,
Are you
Thor.
Christianity, your religion?
Z, bye bye. I'm sorry. We cannot have that conversation. Easygoing? Really? Let's test that one. We have Muhammad, and that's good. Hello, easygoing.
Yeah, hello, bro.
Hello, man. I hear an echo from your side.
What did you say?
And there's an echo coming from your side.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Am I breaking or what?
No, there's everything fine from your side, but I'm unable to understand you.
Sorry for my bad
This is
English.
fucking- No, because of my bad listening.
You're bad at listening. Okay.
Yeah, it's really worse.
I cannot go
I'm
easily
really
on that.
sorry for this, bro.
Okay, man. Well, maybe another time, man.
Thank you.
I thank you. Okay. He's easygoing. He has proven it. He has proven that he is easygoing. We have who? We have Rithika. And we have Karen. We have some believers. Did I share the link? Yeah, I think I shared the link. You can use the link, people, that you see on YouTube right now, if you want to discuss the topic. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. He said he's atheist and you ask us Christian is religion. Oh, yeah. That was the case. Should we try one more time?
Also, it's really interesting to me, like the psychology of some people. Like when you said that you don't believe in any God, she was like, why? Like, how come? Like, how can there be people that believe there is no God? So that means that in her entire life, she never like even played with the idea that God might not exist, right? She's always taken it for granted. Like, this is the truth. This is so interesting to me. Like, there is no question about it, right? It's really interesting.
Yeah, like to me, it feels like you remember the cave allegory.
Yes.
Did they keep seeing all those shadows and that they think that's the reality, right?
Yeah.
Sorry
Like-
for that. Which thing I did mistake?
I don't think that's a fixable one, but let's see. I mean, maybe I'm very wrong about you. So you said you're Muslim, and I said I don't believe in any God, and then you asked me what like why there's no any reason to believe, and I said yeah. I don't have any reason to believe in any God. I don't have any good evidence to believe a God exists, and I don't have any good arguments to think that God's existence is proven. And I don't see any good reason right now to keep talking to you because you don't give any fuck about what I'm saying right now. That's why you are trying to word talk. Anyway, at least I tried. And okay, I did.
Yeah, Z, but you kept talking over him the entire time he was talking. Like, that is not how you have conversation with people. Anyways.
Okay. So, hey, Chuck, welcome. Sometime no see. So, oh no, I cannot do everything that I want. I want not to see stupid, harmful people on the planet starting from tomorrow, but that's not something doable, achievable. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that I want, but they're not possible. I'm getting hungry. So, any good arguments in the YouTube chat, people? Ignorance is bliss, that's for sure. They cannot control their own minds. Okay. How are you, JJ? My faith relies on a specific claim that Jesus died and had risen, which is unproven, which is a fantasy, JJ. As Paul said, if Jesus didn't die and rise, our faith is useless. Okay, there's no rule, universal rule says that your faith must be useful. Maybe yeah, it's useless. You should embrace the reality if that's the reality. But just because like the opposite is not likable for you, you can't say that's not the case. You can't say that's not the reality or that cannot be the reality. You just don't like the alternative, which might be the reality. You just don't like it. And you can't say therefore it is false. Okay, this guy is making really bad arguments, I think. Let me read the other. You all have faith more blind than you claim, the religious. This is basic fallacy. Oh, but you do the same. Okay, let's suppose, yeah, like those people are just having faith, like a religious person. Like a religious person. Still, this is not the evidence that a God exists, my friend. It doesn't prove like their belief on other things is not the proof of your God or your beliefs. That's not following. Like you just attack, but you do it also. But that's childish, man. Well, it's even more than that. Like he says that you guys are doing more than we do. Fuck, no, that's not the case. For many atheist people, that's not the case, my friend. At least they like many atheist people they are using more skepticism than you guys are using. Not all of them, yes. I can bite that bullet, but yeah, believers just accept the things because they're born in that place, because they have been told, they accept that. That's it. NDE? Oh, I hope that's not what they're claiming. Thank you, Oak. Thank you. Let me pin this one. Then I'm going to pin the link one more time. Okay, Twitter is empty. No surprise. Okay. Okay. JJ, could you be wrong about your God belief? Could you be wrong about the resurrection? Yeah, that's the question. Why just start with that belief that some people can come from death? Why? Why the hell someone can believe that? Thank you, Z. You also have a good day. Oh, Shroud of Turin. There should be a ban reason in this channel. That should be a ban reason.
What do you think about that, by the way?
Nothing. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
I feel like my brain cells are, committing suicide,
People people
faster
that
than
bring
normal.
people that bring that up should also bring like those. Where was it? I think was it in Mexico? Those little aliens that they found that supposedly have actual alien DNA, right? So
Oh,
if they believe in the Shroud of Turin, they should bring that up as well.
maybe they believe in that, Mara. I'm sure, like, if you just suggest that, they're gonna say, "What makes you think that I don't believe in that?" Probably they believe in that.
Maybe. Yeah, but in my experience, religious people they have some problems with aliens because I don't know why though. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
used to the Christian thing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christians have some problems with that. Like, Muslims are okay with that. You know that?
They are. I didn't know that. I mean, are they okay in terms of spiritual beings that live outside of Earth, or actually physical aliens? Because in Islam they have like the jinn and the other spiritual beings, right, outside of Earth.
Mhm. Yeah, and they believe in that idea that God created like many different realms. When they say realms, they include many things. So, um, mostly they're okay with the aliens.
Mm.
I didn't see like huge objections. Maybe there are some scholars they reject for some reasons, but in general, like they were all okay.
Yeah. Well, Muslims they also believe in the Adam and Eve story, right?
Yeah,
That's why this guy earlier he was bringing up like the first human, like they expect that we just popped out of existence, like we just
yeah,
the first human was the same human as we are today.
yeah. It's hard to debate. Like, I mean, that's why when I'm not bothering myself to learn more about evolution to explain them how it works,
Oh no,
because
there's
it's
no
it's,
point.
it's yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
big hole to jump
yeah.
into it. So I even don't bother myself to
Do you
educate
know?
myself more about evolution.
Do you know who is Professor Dave in YouTube? He like debunks people like
Yeah. Fighting with flat earthers mostly.
yeah, flat earthers, but he also has a channel that he debates with creationists, and he's
Yeah,
like very good at chemistry and origin of life chemistry
yeah, he's good.
specifically. Yeah, so he has like a very famous debate online with the chemist. So like even a person that has actual like background in science and biology and chemistry, even he cannot debate with them, right? Because they just deny everything. So you and I we cannot do anything about it.
Okay.
I was having a conversation with a Muslim here like a couple weeks ago, and she denies the existence of dinosaurs. Like, what can you even debate with that sort of person, right? Like, they don't believe that our paleontology and archaeology is true. So, what can you even say?
Oh, that's a good one. Maybe I should make the topic tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, you
why
should.
Quran doesn't speak about dinosaurs?
But they don't believe in dinosaurs. They actually don't. I mean, I don't know if most of them don't, but a lot of them actually don't think that. They think it's a lie. They think that it's like
Oh.
conspiracy theory from science.
That's weird. Like you see, like the inconsistency, Mara. Like these people are the people. Maybe not all of them, but many of them. They try to prove their religion through the science, which they
Ex-
think full
yes.
of conspiracies. Like why the hell did like you use the science to prove your book? Then I mean, how can you do that if you think there are many lies in it? It's not trustable. Why you use it to prove your book?
Yeah, I've always known this is a cycle that they play. Like it's always a never-ending cycle for them because if they have one or two things in their Bible that science or religious scripture, whatever it is, Quran, Bible, they say even today science proved this, right? But if you say that about something else that they believe that science disproves that, they say, oh, science doesn't know anything, right? So they both use science to prove their religion and also use their religion to dismiss science at the same time. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's refresh the room.
All right, let's go.
And it's 2 hours. I want to like reach 3 hours. And but if we don't have the people, I don't know. So, but let's jump this time. Okay, people. I'm gonna share the new link. Probably when you hear me, you'll get the new link already. Maybe not, but I'm gonna share it soon. So, welcome back, Mara. This is the link for YouTube. You can use the link, people, to jump in. So, okay, let's pin the link on YouTube. And let me check Twitter. Okay, there's no one on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter people, please follow me on Twitter. If there will be more people, I will be more active on Twitter. So that can be the place where we can interact. And I'm going live there also. I mean, I'm creating the rooms on Twitter. The plan is to move to another platform because the platform I'm using is not very suitable for what we are doing here. So that's why I think Twitter is a better place to do that. But I'm gonna miss all the features here that we're using if it happens. So Mo, we have Mo. He's very quick. I hope he's he knows what he's doing. Hey Mo, you have the mic. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you a believer?
Hello.
One more time. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah. Hi, how are you doing, fellow sober?
I'm doing okay, Mo. How about you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Fine.
Cool, Mohammed. So, do you see our topic here?
Yeah. God's existing, God of Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam is ignorant. Only believers. This room is live on YouTube. If it bothered you, please do not participate. Okay. I see the topic.
Good, very good. You're losing me, but you know you're catching me. So, why do you believe a God exists? Do you want to discuss that?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't believe in any God. You should know that also.
Yeah, I know that.
You know that. Cool.
I saw your channel like a week ago in
Oh,
YouTube.
cool. On YouTube, you have seen me. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, like you say that there's no God and like all existing came from nothing.
I'm
What's your
sorry.
position, bro?
That's not my position, first of all. I don't understand why
What is it?
why you are saying something very wrong about me.
No, like I'm not saying this. Like every atheist is telling this. Like who does not believe on God?
Not exactly. Like, let's fix some problems here, Muhammad. So,
Okay.
God concept exists out there, right? The religions exist for thousands of years, and they say there is a God who created everything. And I say I don't believe in that. That's why I call myself an atheist. Am I sure that there's no such a thing? I'm not sure, but I tend to believe, yeah, probably there's no such a thing. And why I'm saying that, because I don't see any good evidence, any consistency about, the narration of those religions. So I don't see any good argument,
I
any good
I I
evidence.
I think like before we moving on to religions, we have to agree on something. Like,
Which is,
do you agree that God exists or not?
I don't agree.
So that's the first problem we should handle. Like before going to
Okay,
any religion,
let's
because
handle.
all religions, yeah.
Let's handle.
Yeah. So by saying that there is that no God exists, you mean it's all creation that's on Earth and the other planets, everything like came from nothing.
No, it
That
doesn't mean that.
that's
No, let's handle this
what.
problem first. Just because there's no God, that doesn't mean everything came from nothing. That doesn't follow logically.
Okay. So what do you think?
I don't know. Like, I don't have good evidence. Like, how this universe exists.
No, like if you don't know and you say like, how did it came then?
Just I
Like
don't
there
know. Like,
no God
Mo,
exists. There is
Mo. First of all, I'm not a god. You should know that. So I don't know everything. The way that you believe that a god knows everything. So it doesn't apply humans, right?
yeah. You're
So
right.
I don't know everything. So the universe exists. That's what we know, right? You know that universe exists. I know that universe
Yeah.
exists. But when it comes to how exactly, I mean, things exist, like why there's something rather than nothing, is a big question. We don't know. Like the same question goes for Allah also. Like why there is a God instead of nothing? That's also a question. The same question.
Yeah, that's the question.
Something
But
exists,
I can answer
why it
that.
exists, like why it exists rather than no existence of that thing is, and you're saying, oh, God always exists. Okay, but the question still remains why there is an always existing God, why there is, why there was no
That
God
is the
always.
question. Yeah. If there is like you mean why God exists? So like you know that you have been created and the things that have been created, you acknowledge that,
No, we don't
don't
acknowledge that.
you?
No, I don't.
You so like you mean like the first cell that evolved, like it wasn't created or whatever. You have
Yeah,
no idea about that.
yeah, I don't have much idea about that. That's true, but that doesn't mean because I don't know, therefore someone did it. It's not following logically. You should understand that.
I mean,
Okay, so do you
if
know?
something
Do
is
you know
created like
if something is created?
your heart, like
No,
your heart, like if we say that that has been randomly created, there is a chance like one in a quadrillion that it might happen.
and
It's unlikely.
unlikely.
Yeah, like if you say that the things were created randomly,
I
there
didn't
has to
say
be a
that. I
there
didn't say that. Like,
there has to be a designer. I
oh,
I I
okay,
mean that.
okay. So if not randomly, that doesn't mean there is a designer, Muhammad. And I will give you a very good example because you know that. So
Give me
do you think Allah exists randomly?
Allah. If we exist, we know that we exist. Yeah.
Muhammad,
So
do you think
we
Allah exists randomly?
he's the always existing.
Okay, but do you think he exists randomly always?
Like what do you mean by randomly?
I don't know. You are the one who's speaking about random, not me.
No, I mean that's different. Like, what do you mean
Why?
by randomly existing?
I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean by random?
So,
I said like
so
randomly created.
you're saying that the human body is not existing randomly, right? So
Yeah.
then
I mean like the creation.
I assume you know what you're talking about. So you shouldn't ask me what do you mean by random if you are the person who brought it on the table in the first place. So you speak about random, not me. So
I speak
I don't
about random about the creation, like us,
first
like
of all, Muhammad,
the rain, the earth.
you don't have the right to call it creation. You didn't prove it. That's your job to prove it that it's a creation or not. But you can't say it's a creation. You have to prove it. You cannot just assert that. We don't accept your assertions. Prove it. But anyway, like you're busy. I see that. Oh, you're
I
not
mean,
anymore.
like you know that you are created and you exist.
I exist. That doesn't mean I have been created by someone.
If something exists, it has to be created by something else. There
Good.
should be a cause.
Very good. Allah.
Logically, there
Very
should be
good.
a cause.
Very good. Allah exists, then logically, Allah must have a creator.
Bro, I thought we were handling if God exists or not. We are not moving to Allah directly. We should first
Okay, let's say
acknowledge that
God.
there
Okay,
exists a God.
God exists, therefore God must have a creator.
Like if we continue if we continue this thing like God must have creator and that God must have creator, it is a
My,
fallacy, bro.
it's not my
You will end
problem.
up nowhere.
Muhammad.
No,
Muhammad.
why is it not your
Muhammad.
problem, bro?
Yeah, because I didn't create the problem. You created the problem. It's your problem.
No, like think
Yeah,
logically, bro.
yeah. Think logically, bro. If you complain about something, you shouldn't create it in the first place. So you are the one who's asking how the universe exists. Well, that's not your question, by the way. I'm just softening your silly question. Your question is who created the universe? Who created the universe? Who created the universe? That's a false question. If you don't ask false questions, then you don't have the infinite regress problem that you are creating. So when you ask who created the universe, then you create a problem. But don't complain about the problem. So just find a solution. I have a solution for you if you're into. But just because I muted you, you think that I'm cooked? That's very good. You're saving a lot of time here. All right. We have Salmon Puma raising the hand.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, what you were talking about? I think you were talking about the existence of God.
Wasn't that obvious?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Okay, especially in which I mean field you were talking. I mean in the God.
What?
He lost. I mean, I'm lost. Maro, can you help me?
Yeah, me too. To be honest, I have no idea what he said.
You killed us, Salmon. Salmon Puma, let's have a fresh start. Do you believe a God exists?
For me?
When I say do you, it means for you, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I think you were asking co-owners. Okay.
Okay,
For
that's
me,
my bad. You have a point.
okay. For me, I do not believe in God.
Okay, like if you read my message, it says only believers. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the case. That's why let's try Muhammad. Maybe Muhammad is a believer.
You do or not?
Mahmoud. Oh, it's Mahmoud, not Muhammad. Mahmoud, your audio is not clear.
Mahmoud Salam.
Mahmoud, probably you're using a laptop right now,
Yes.
and that's why I don't hear you properly. Do you have some
I
headphones?
have your microphone. You, what check was clear or not?
Okay, like Mahmoud is losing me also. Mahmoud,
Hello,
can you
hello,
use some
hello.
headphones?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Then please use.
Can you hear me?
It's the same, man. I'm sorry. I cannot accept your audio. Sorry. The Studios. And we have Stardust. And we have a link on YouTube, people. You can jump in if you're a believer. Atheists are the best friends of Dr. Zakir Naik. Yeah, we love him. We love him. Mahmoud, did you fix your connection? I mean, your audio, let's say. At least, like, did you have a different mic? Okay, he said yes. So let's hear you one more time, Mahmoud. Sound check, sound check.
Yes. Sound. Hello. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but like, oh, there's too much noise, Mahmoud.
Oh, okay.
Are you on the street or what?
Mahmoud, try going
I
top. Mahmoud, try going top right application and then turn on magic microphone and click on crisp. It can remove the background noise for us.
Maybe. That's
You
not
understand?
the solution all the time.
Yeah, I know. He can try at least if he understands what I'm saying.
If he doesn't, then no need to even try.
Yeah.
Mahmoud, why you're not saying anything?
where is the setting?
I'm sorry, Mahmoud. I don't understand what you're saying. Probably you don't understand what we're saying. And I hope you understand what was going on in the future. That's not very likely. But anyway, I'm going to hope for that. Okay. Yes, people, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're rolling. We had a lot of believers today. Luckily, we had a lot of believers. And I call it a day already. And I don't have much time also. But still, I have some time for some believers. They're debating. Okay, that's cool. In the YouTube chat. At least they have someone to discuss.
So, Phil, have you tried doing like discussions or debates on evolution here or no?
No. I mean, well, like what I do, like I try to, well, when they speak about the first human, I just try to explain them in the simplest way that I can, which is I share the picture. I don't know. Have you seen that before? Let me go find it. So, where's that? And it's my desktop. Where is that? Okay.
Should we believe in science or faith? Believe. You have the mic, studios, if you want to expand on that. Okay, yeah. I like this picture, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
keep showing them like we can speak about like black, white, and in the middle gray, right?
We're humans, yeah.
Yeah. So where the white exactly starts, like if you start from the left.
Yeah.
So on the left we see the black, right? It starts with the black. We can say where the black starts, but what about the gray? Where the gray starts exactly, or where white starts exactly, or like from right to the left. Okay, we can say the edge is white. It starts with the white. Okay, no problem. But where the gray starts again, or where it becomes black. Where's the first black? Where's the first gray in this image?
Yeah, this is a good way to do it. I've tried using like actual science, talking about Australopithecus, Denisovians, and Neanderthals, but this is a better way to show it to them. I agree, because if you just try to speak using like scientific terms, they don't see this. They just see black and white. They see
Yeah.
either humans or non-humans. Yeah, you're
I
right.
believe there is another good example that we can use to explain the evolution, at least to, reason with, like, it's hard to show the first human. Like, the other example is languages, Maro. So we see that, we observe that languages are evolving, right? That's undeniable.
Well, I think so. I don't know what they think. So they think.
If they claim no, it's not evolving, then no need to give the example.
Yeah.
But if somehow you can convince them, languages are evolving things,
Yeah.
then we can ask, okay, tell me, like, when exactly, which day, the first French was spoken? Which day? Like,
Yeah.
can you do that? Like, no, you can't. The first French, the first English, when exactly? Like, can you pinpoint that? And yeah, that's how I like at least try, and I don't go deep. First of all, I don't have much knowledge about evolution, and what I keep saying always, like, evolution false doesn't mean God exists. That's why it's even not necessary to speak upon. Hello, man.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah. Look, don't kick me. Let's have a respectful discussion about things that you already know about. Contingency, infinite regress. I know that you're a smart guy and you know about infinite regress. Come on, like, no in front of people. Do not kick me.
What makes you think that I'm not gonna kick you?
Because you're smart and you know about contingency and infinite regress and you talk about things that you know,
But
right?
you know that I kick people, so that means I'm not smart.
It depends.
What do you mean depends? Like, you know that I kick people.
Look, like, let's make it social.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
If something is contingent.
Yeah, if something is contingent.
If something is contingent on something else, dependent on dependent for infinity. You said that can be the case.
No, I didn't say
Okay.
that. I never said that. I always said that. I always said that. No need to even debate about this one, because I'm not saying that like infinite regress is something that, we should think about it. Like, if no infinite regress, that doesn't mean your God. That doesn't mean one God. That doesn't mean a very specific God or gods. It doesn't mean anything, even if infinite regress is illogical. So what I'm saying, that no need to debate about that. And you keep coming here, you keep saying contingency, 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 contingency.
Hola, mira.
Yep.
So I've listened to you without any interruption. So you're going to listen to me. The last discussion about necessary existence said that necessary existence is necessary because why? Because you have only two options. Either you're going to have an infinite regress of contingency, or you're going to have a finite, right? That will lead to a necessary existence. You said that I didn't study infinite regress, so I told you if you didn't study it, do not talk about it, right? So
You're
now,
not getting it. That's why I keep kicking you, my friend.
man, you didn't study it. Like, I insulted you or what? Like, take it easy.
I'm taking it easy, but you should take it easy too. We are being aggressive right now. So I'm saying something that you don't understand and you never understand. I will repeat one more time. Let's say infinite regress is bullshit. Let's accept that, okay?
No.
Why
I
not?
want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it, like, because I don't care about it. Like, it's not important for me. But let's accept it's bullshit.
Look, let me make it short.
I don't understand, like, why,
let me make it
like, do you think infinite regress is logical?
The opposite.
Okay, it's illogical. So let's agree on that.
Let's look,
okay, and now you want to waste my time about something that we
listen
agree.
to me. I'm listening to you.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna listen to you if you say something.
No, like before you kick me, you
Yeah.
said that the last time that I told you, infinite regress an important factor when it comes to the necessary existence. You've said you didn't study it.
I
So I'm
don't
like,
care.
I'm respectfully saying that if you didn't study something, do not talk about it.
I'm not
Respectful.
talking about it, my friend. I'm saying don't talk about it. You are the only one who says here, let's talk about it. And every time I said, don't talk about it. And you keep trying to enter here with many different accounts. I keep blocking you. I say, hey, no need to talk about infinite regress. No need. You are the only one who says, let's talk about it.
So you want to talk about infinite regress or
I
you
don't.
You
Bro,
don't?
It's very
Okay,
clear.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But it's not fine, but because you
I
are
appreciate.
very obsessed about
Man,
infinite
listen.
regress.
والله يعني I appreciate that this time you didn't kick me. I appreciate that. But also I'm going to give you an advice. So take it يعني, from me
Advice.
as like yeah, just take an
Okay.
advice to that.
Okay, but
When you're going to talk
But before I
when
will
you're
take your
going to talk
advice.
about
I will take your advice. But
yeah,
please
take it.
understand
You're a nice guy.
what
When
did
you're
you
going to
do? What are you doing so far, and what did you do so far? Please try to understand that. You are forcing someone to speak about a topic which he thinks that it's unnecessary to talk about it, which is not his even position. That's not my position. But you keep insisting obsessively to talk about one topic, and now you say, "Oh, okay." So
The last
all the
time that we
trouble for just to say that, oh, okay. Anyway, I'll take your advice. Go on, speak.
That's possible. The last time that we've talked, you said that infinite regress can be the case. I told you it is a logical impossibility. And you said I didn't study it.
My bad.
I told you if you
My
didn't study
bad.
it,
My
you
bad.
kicked me.
My bad.
Just
My
let me
bad.
finish,
My
man. I'm
bad.
listening to you.
It's wrong.
Let me
Okay.
finish.
So let's
Let me finish.
deal with what
No,
we have
let
right
me
now.
finish. I want to finish. I'm going to.
You see, Mara, like I say, like it's not necessary to talk about it, but now
I already saw enough. There is no reason even to talk about it because he has no point. He has no point. Like you just gave him. If he's trying to prove something, he should have followed up with something, right? But he has no follow up. He's not saying anything.
Mara, this guy has the agenda. He thinks that when he debunks infinite regress, he thinks that he's proving his God.
But
And
he didn't even try to do that.
he
just said,
no,
okay.
he will never try because he keeps coming here and I keep blocking him. He keeps saying, "Hey, let's talk about contingency. Let's talk about infinite regress." I say, "No need, man. No need." Like, because even if you debunk it, let's suppose you're able to do that, it doesn't prove your God. It doesn't prove any God. Like, it doesn't prove anything the way that you think as a God. So that's why it's so unnecessary to debunk infinite regress. Yes, I don't have much knowledge about it. I can accept that. But I don't bother myself even about learning it because I don't care. Like here, I don't believe a God exists, and I don't think you have a good reason or an evidence to prove a God exists. The topic is God, not infinite regress, and he keeps coming here and like trying to debunk infinite regress. And after I unmute him, but probably like he's gonna bullshit, or he will just rage out, or he will try to talk about infinite regress because he's
Still says,
obsessed.
don't talk about something you didn't study. Okay, so whatever your name is, I don't know how to read that.
Yeah,
Let's say
like
you
he's
studied-
proving like how annoying he is. Like I'm
but
saying
let's
I
say-
don't want to talk about it. He's the one
Yeah,
he wants
he
to talk
wants
about
to
it.
talk about it. Okay. Let's give you one chance and only the words if he answers my question. Okay, listen. My question is this: are you listening? Really simple. Let's say you study this really long and you understand it really well. We give you your point. Both of us, me and Philosopher, we admit that infinite regress cannot exist, right? So, having that as a fact, can you prove to us or show us what your studies, like the fruits of your studies, after you studied it so much and we give you that point, what is the conclusion? What is your point? Okay, let's see.
He will say infinite regress Is it
Yeah.
logical? Why?
Yeah.
Because he's obsessed. Oh, he left this time, right?
Yeah, yeah. He left because he has no answer.
No, he cannot have that discussion, Mar. Like never. I even didn't, give the chance of 5 seconds like in the previous ones because he was annoying. He was insulting. He was doing every bullshit you can imagine. So, but yeah, today I said let's try. But yeah, he's obsessed.
Hello, that's like an atheist saying to a believer, do you believe a pony exists? And then the believer says no. And then the atheist says, yep, I rest my case. That's it. I have no further questions. That's
Yeah,
it.
Maro, you're far from the mic right now, I think. And we have AC. Hey, AC, you have the mic already? You can speak up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Doing okay. AC, you're coming from YouTube?
I am, yeah.
Cool. Welcome.
Thank you. What's your name?
Phil.
Phil. Oh, nice to meet you. Or nice to hear from you. I've never heard any podcast like this before, so I was quite interested. And nor have I ever debated or whatever this is called, like had a conversation with anyone about this.
Oh, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, algorithm.
Yeah. So you got like there was like 20 listeners.
So, yeah, what's your point?
I was quite interested of your topic today because I believe you're an atheist, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So there was a point in my life, well, a long point when I didn't believe in anything. I always knew there was a God, but obviously, like, how do you prove that? Who can prove that to you? And now there is a thing that sort of I understand why this happens to people like me and anyone who doesn't believe. They want some sort of tangible proof to be able to believe in it, and without that, it can be quite impossible. Let's say.
Okay. So, are you a believer right now?
I am, and the reason I am actually calling is because before I even saw that actually you were doing this podcast, I had like a how would you say it? Like an inclination to look at the phone at 1:45 today, and I'm in UK at the moment, and when I heard you talking about all Abrahamic religions are, what did you actually say? I can't remember what you said.
I say like those guys are ignorant.
Ignorant, yeah. So I have a thing where, like, I think it's the God who speaks to me, basically. So, and then the number 145, I take that number and put it on the catechism, which is like the catechism of the Catholic Church. And 145, when I got that sort of inclination to have a look at the phone, that speaks directly about Abraham, funnily enough. So it's like, oh, maybe I have to call. So that's why I'm calling.
Okay. Good.
So I believe in coincidences and things like that.
And
to be guided, yes.
Yeah, and I believe that when people are very into something, they have the capacity to attach any number to their beliefs. They will find and they will coincide more frequently than the other people who are not into the topic. So, for example, let's suppose I'm doing something, but it's not my thing. I'm doing it for maybe necessity or just casually I'm doing it. If I see a number, I'm not going to think about it. But let's suppose I'm doing a job which I'd like or which I'm very serious, then my brain will start pattern seeking and attach the numbers in the things that I'm doing. So that's what I observe. And to me, that's not a good evidence to suggest that oh, it's not a coincidence, and there is a God who is sending me signals, signs, or whatever. So to me, logically, it doesn't follow there.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It doesn't happen to you, and this never happened to me. So I had no reason to believe anything like this is possible. So if you don't, let's say, if you do believe there is evil, just do you believe evil exists?
So sorry, I think I've lost you.
Yeah. Do you believe evil exists?
Oh, when you say evil, what do you mean?
As in entity?
As an entity, no.
No. All right. So you correct. Like these things do not. Let's say if you don't believe in the one, then obviously you're not going to believe in the other also.
No, they're not following. Like I can look at things, separately. So why I don't believe in like such an evil, because I don't have good evidence for that also. Like, oh wait, surprise, God doesn't have good evidence like that also. That's why I don't believe in. So yeah, there is a similarity. This is how I choose my position when not to believe in things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that those things they exist in the same realm.
Well, it's similar. Yeah, they're to me similar. They're unseen, that they're asserted by people
Yes.
without good evidence, not tangible, as you said.
Yes.
And yeah, that's why I don't
So if you
believe.
don't believe the one, you don't believe the other. So yeah, that's correct. But like some people can believe in the, let's say, in the devil, and they don't believe in God. And some people believe in God, they don't believe in the devil. There's all sorts of theories of how people perceive things.
But you should know that there are atheist people, for example, who believe in soul.
Yes.
Yeah, in a
but that's
even
more part of
spiritual.
the entity. You come into the entities, then you've mixed yourself up into that realm, into the soul.
Why I'm saying that, just because I don't believe in one thing, it doesn't follow automatically the other things. So that's why I gave the example.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let me first explain what I mean by God is ignorant. Well, when we check those religions, especially the holy books of those religions, we see knowledge that can be generated by humans, mostly ambiguous, and even sometimes fallacious. That's why, and I know again, like, when it comes to the details about our planet, our solar system, the Milky Way, the universe, that there are huge points which are missing, very, very big points. And I had a lot of series in this channel. For example, why God doesn't mention the size of the moon and the sun, because this is a very serious, heavy, important information that we just recently learned. And when I say recently, it's probably like 400 years.
Yeah.
So why no God doesn't mention it? Because the size of the sun is astronomical. Like, it's mind-blowing. I cannot even like make sense of it. So the reality that the sun can fit 1.3 million Earths inside, I cannot digest. And why a God who created the sun, the moon, the earth, just ignores like such a huge, mind-blowing thing? Or why it doesn't say clearly the earth rotates around, orbits around the sun? This is also right. Like, when we look at the sky, what we understand, what we see, the sun, the moon, orbits around the earth. That's what we understand. But we learned later on that that's not the case. We're not the center of the universe. That's what we learned. We're just a very tiny planet. Like, it's not even like a dust when we compare the size of the universe. It's like an atom. I don't know. It's too tiny. And why we don't see that in those religious books, and that's what I call ignorance of the God.
Yeah. But there is like loads of information about of many things, but they're not explained in let's say in detail, because I believe that's been left to the humans to be able to discover them, and they slowly are discovering things. Like if someone gave all the game away, what is the point? You'd just be like a a useless piece of nothing, just walking around. Everything's been given to you on the plate. So every time a new discovery is made, how people are like just enthusiastic about what the next thing is going to be, and how they, for hidden, not necessarily hidden knowledge, but things that they did not discover before. And human nature thrives on that. It would take the whole understanding of what life is about if everything was given to us in that sense. I would say anyway. I mean, there is no other explanation. And then I don't know if you've read any scriptures. What scriptures have you read, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Gospels. I read Quran, and so some parts of Bhagavad Gita.
You've read the Gospels, just the New Testament.
Yeah, mostly New Testament. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the New Testament, there is nothing about planets, moons.
What about the old one?
The old one, like let's say I've had a personal experience again with numbers, with ecclesiastics. Before I didn't even know what the Bible was. So I woke up one morning at 4:32. I remember it like today, and there's a verse on 4:32 Ecclesiastics, and I woke up in the morning looking at the sun reflecting from my window into my room, and it formed like a rainbow.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like the sun is so magnificent. How can this happen? The sun is not even on the side of the window. It's reflecting from the other side of the house. So I go to this verse in Ecclesiasticus in the old, I don't think this is Old Testament. This is like books that have been come after the Pentateuch, or the books of Moses. And it says like how something to do with how beautiful the sun is, but like don't forget sort of who's put it there. It's not something just hanging there by itself. It says that on that book. It's not like something that the sun didn't make itself up and just exist.
That's what I mentioned earlier. Like we have a lot of information about our surroundings. To match that information with any number or with any incident. So there are a lot of ways to do that. Like the worst could be mentioning about rainbow also. Then you would say, hey, wait a second, I have seen the rainbow, and now I'm reading, like, I just opened the book randomly and I check the time, I look at the words, now it's speaking about the rainbow. If it wasn't rainbow, maybe you would be surprised about waking up early. Maybe maybe that was the context, or maybe the appreciation of like all those things that you see, that the things are happening. Maybe the context was that, and you say, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking when I woke up, and this is the time. And look, the verse is saying. So we have a lot of ways to connect what we think, what we know, and what we observe. So you.
But those things do not happen for no reason. Those are for like, let's say on this number that I gave you today, 145, there is no chance that I'll come onto the internet and listen to an atheist. I've never done that on YouTube ever. This is the first time. I didn't even search for anything. It just appeared there and I clicked on it. I've never spoken to anyone ever on any podcast about anything.
You're not using YouTube?
I am, but I've never, as I say, I've never spoken to anyone. I've never joined any podcasts. I've never had something like this ever happen. So it's like I don't think that is chance. And what it says on the title of the, sorry, go on.
Like you don't think, and what we were saying about like the number, that it was the time, right?
Yeah, you can check it for yourself. It's like 145 Catechism, and you can just read it. And the title of it is Obedience of Faith.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Arsen. If it was not speaking about Abraham, maybe it was speaking about atheism or atheist people, you would still be believing that, hey, that was a sign from a God.
But it's not, though. It is what you're talking about. It is exactly what you're talking. If it was talking about Chinese people, then that would we've been talking today.
But if it was not the case, probably your brain would be easily connected to the other things, like me being an atheist, or you like leaving your comfort zone and talking to an atheist in a YouTube podcast. So like it's really out there already. There are a lot of options that your brain could make the connection, and the easiest one is the Abraham, which is obvious. Like the topic is about Abrahamic religions. By the way, Hinduism is not an Abrahamic religion, so your God made a mistake there. You should know that.
No.
Oh,
You're allowed
no.
to make it. You're allowed to make your own religion. If you wanted to make one today, you can. But it doesn't mean it's going to be true.
Anyway.
Like the Muslims have.
Oh, you think Hinduism is also Abrahamic religion?
No, I'm saying like they make up their own religions.
I understand, but so what I'm trying to say, like my podcast is not only about Abrahamic religion. Like I include Hinduism also, and we were speaking
Yeah,
about
sure.
that.
They're all like human beings. Like their belief doesn't diminish who they are.
So why the verse was not talking about Hinduism, only Abraham?
Say that again.
Okay, like the verse that you just checked related to the time that you have seen notification or whatever you have seen on YouTube about my channel. So why it doesn't say anything about Hinduism?
I don't think the catechism can. Well, I mean, it probably does at some point because there's like hundreds. I think it goes up to 3,000 or something like that. The numbers on it, like with explanation about many things.
No, but I'm saying in that specific verse that you were reading, why it doesn't appear there?
I don't know. It's not for me to know that. How would I answer that question?
Why I'm saying that because if it was coming from a god, then it wouldn't leave it that ambiguous and like I mean, it's not only about Abrahamic gods that I'm making the claim. When I say ignorant, I mean Hindu gods also, or this Hinduism. So,
but Hindu gods are not like I don't. This is the thing. Basically, you have read the New Testament, right? The Gospels, and you would have information about what you've read there. You would know whatever you read, but you would not have information about what you haven't read. The rest of the information you have.
But this information, not our information. That's the information coming from so-called God, according to your belief.
Yeah. I mean, whatever book it is, it doesn't matter. Like you would have information based on the book that you've read. So if you haven't read a certain book, like I haven't read the Hindus book, I don't actually know what's in it.
What do you think,
I
Arsen?
can't talk about.
Well, what's the purpose of your God by showing you such kind of signs? Like, well, what's the purpose? Why not like very clear? Like, why not, for example, including this one? Like, you have seen the number, you checked, it says Abraham, you have seen my show, but you don't know me, right?
I don't actually.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've seen.
Yeah, like, but if you knew me, you would know that how it could be convincing. I mean, the evidence could be convincing for an atheist, at least for me, not all the atheists. I keep mentioning like very specific examples. If there is a God, all-knowing or partially knowing, but mostly knowing about what's going on in the universe, I assume such a God would already knew what I do here, what I want as a good evidence. Not hearing that, hey, like I coincide your channel, but I check the time so that there's a match here. So this God knows that this is not convincing for me. He must know if he's at least way more knowledgeable than humans. So, and he must know that what I think is a good evidence. For example, I wrote a number on a small paper. It's on my table right now.
145.
That's not that numbers, but what I think a good evidence is someone joining here saying that, hey, you know what? I accidentally found your show and it's very related to your topic. And I see this number here also. Doesn't make any sense to you because I have a tendency to think that God is sending me signals. Do you think it's related? And then I check the number. Okay. And if I see that it's the number that I wrote down, I would think, wait the fucking minute. Hey, wait. There's something here that's so surprising. So if that's, and again, if there's a God, he must know that. That can only surprise me right now. Seemingly your God either doesn't know that or doesn't care about convincing me about that. Maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's about you. We can say all those things, right?
No, the thing is that, like, this is what I'm saying. I used to be in the same position as you are now.
Okay.
I'm not like, I don't actually blame, or there is no difference between you and me, that you that do not believe, and me who believes. And I haven't chosen to do that. It's more of a, it has been given to you, rather than to say like, I wouldn't believe so much. Can you just, and I can get it. It's impossible. It doesn't happen. Like, I used to have a whiteboard in my little office where like I was searching for something. There must be something. And a massive word like agnostic appeared on the board one day. And it's like, oh, okay. I understand that this word means I'm searching for something. I don't know what that is actually. Is it Buddha? Is it Allah? Is it God? Like, you know, so I've been there. It's not like I was brought up into the faith and generation after generation, if that makes sense. So it's like, the reason I'm calling is that, let's say, when you don't know, it's impossible to know, because it's outside the realm of existing in your brain that such a thing could exist. It's like, unless I see it for myself, I will never believe, and it's impossible to believe. How can you? How can anyone?
So,
You'd
are you claiming
be
that you
mad.
have seen it by yourself?
Seen what?
I don't know. The God. Now you're a believer.
No, the God is not visible. He's not a visible. He's not like a man that you can touch. And
Okay. Well, what makes you believe that a God exists right now? So you are not a believer. You claim that you understand the atheist mindset, which is a little bit suspicious to me, but I should take your word right now.
Yeah. In what sense? What do you mean?
Oh, well, you mentioned about agnosticism. That you
Oh, yeah.
conveyed that
Okay.
in a very different way, that many agnostics or atheists, they don't see it in that way. So agnosticism is not like, hey, like there's a God out there, but I don't know which one is the real one. This is not agnosticism. So
No, I wasn't. I meant in that way. This was before, and then after it developed into that. If that makes sense. First of all, it's just an idea.
okay, but if you start with it with like the false, you know, I have to say, I mean the concept, like that's not the concept of agnosticism, and it's a little bit fallacious to me, because if you say, hey, there's this thing, I don't know in which form, but I'm gonna search for it. So what I am like skeptic here more, which is when people are believing in things, like there's a chance that they will connect a lot of things, you know, to confirm.
That's why you have to be careful, because if you start thinking anything, then your mind will be changed.
But the problem is, I don't have such a mindset. Like, I think I am a true agnostic. Maybe just a little bit biased, because nowadays I tend to believe that there's no God. But still, like, if there is like when you say God, like the creator of everything, I can't say that there's no such a thing.
You can't say that.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Okay,
so
well, that is definitely a good thing.
But that doesn't mean there's such a thing. That doesn't mean I believe there is such a thing. Maybe there's no such a thing. And as I said, probably there's no such a thing. That's what I think right now.
Yeah.
Can I be sure? No. Is there any chance that there's such a thing? I'm not even sure about that. I don't know that also. But I'm okay with the idea that a God exists, or many gods exist outside, who created the universe, who left the universe like this, in this form, or whatever, or like a God or gods who has a lot of plans about humanity. Like, okay, like these are all entertaining ideas out there. I can't dismiss, like, you know, very strictly.
Have you heard? Sorry, like when I did some therapy a couple of years ago, and come across this from my therapist, saying like there is some things that you know that you know, and some things that you know you don't know, and there's other things that you don't know that you don't know. They exist outside of your realm of your, like, hearing about them, your imagination. They just like, they do not live where you live.
Can you
So
be
it's
more
like
specific?
it's like a planet that no one knows exists. It's out there in the universe. No one has ever seen it. And all of a sudden, this planet, 2026, does its like circle, comes around, that has never been seen before, because everyone's been like not living all this time. And all of a sudden now it does a 360, and it can be seen on, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So-
like that's a good one. Let's continue. Let's entertain that mindset. So imagine that there's a creator of this universe, and imagine this creator thinks that he's all alone, and he
Yeah.
thinks that he created everything. But then this creator realizes, or maybe he has been forced to realize by other creators that, hey, whatever the name of that god is, come on, like we gave you the illusion that you always existed. We gave you the illusion that you're all powerful. But yeah, it's true that we gave you a lot of power, that you can even create these kind of universes and everything inside. You're very talented, but we have done it. So maybe we or the God that you believe in will realize that that's the case. So maybe he didn't know that that's the case. Maybe he'll learn that that's the case. So you see, we can entertain the similar ideas, but it doesn't lead anywhere. Just
yeah, but exactly, they're not meant to lead you anywhere, because like there is only one place they can lead. They basically, let's say your name is Phil, right?
Yeah.
I can try all the other names in the world, and every time I say to you, is your name such and such? No. Is your name such and such? No. So every single other name will be incorrect. It doesn't matter how many names I say to you, you will never accept other names because they're not yours.
What if he was born in the jungle and he has no name? He was raised by monkeys.
Oh, Tarzan.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
we have a name for him as well.
But you
it's a good question, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. We're talking about things that we know.
Oh, what about this thing, Arson? Like
Which one?
we name things even if they don't exist.
Well, yeah, because human beings, like let's say if you read the Old Testament, when Adam is created, God says to him, you have to name all the things. So it's not God who names all things, it's Adam, which means man. He names everything. So that's his job, to name. So this is what we do. Human beings, we want to put names on things. It's been built into us. We don't even have a choice.
That's what you believe, but Arson, like now forget your beliefs. What is reality that we can confirm, very simply? We can even name the things that they don't exist.
Oh, I mean, like what thing that doesn't exist?
For example, do you think unicorns are real?
No.
But yeah, that's how we named those things, right?
Imaginary things, yeah. You mean imaginary things.
So, and what makes God not one of them?
What makes God one of them? Because God speaks through people, through
that's
nature.
what you believe?
Well,
it doesn't mean there is a God and God is speaking through nature.
The thing is that if this God didn't exist, and if the books didn't exist, people would not know where they come from. They would not know any history of what this whole thing is about. So basically, if you have to have like a basis.
True. That's true. We keep searching how life started on this planet. We don't know for sure. We don't know really good. So yeah, that follows your idea that if God doesn't exist, we would be struggling to know things. Yeah, that's true.
So like Alexander the Great.
No.
Have you heard of Alexander the Great?
Yes, but so what?
Yes, he's mentioned in one of the books of the Bible. He's a few hundred years before Jesus. Like it's historical.
Isn't that normal? Like someone speaks about someone who lived in the past. Isn't that normal?
Yeah, it is. But like, if you don't have that concept of belief that there's such a man that existed, then it's like, no, this is actually true. They're lying. They're making it all up.
Okay, but
how can they prove that? How can they prove that?
The problem is, just because a book's speaking about someone, that doesn't mean that someone is real. And we're not even talking about someone, Arson. Like when you say Alexander, you're talking about a human being, right?
Yeah.
Human beings exist. We don't have any doubt about that. They existed in the past. We don't have any doubt about that also, right? So if the claim is there's a guy with this name who lived, we don't question even that much. I mean, It's not like, hey, you know what? There was a guy with the wings like a bird. He was flying, but he was speaking like a human, walking even like a
Okay.
human, but he was flying at the same time.
Okay.
So,
I got
and
a question
let's
then
say
for
this
that.
is written in a book. That
I've
means
got a
this
question
is
for that.
real.
So let's say you accept that the Alexander exists, right?
I accept Jesus existed
Okay.
too.
Okay. So how many like, because they're all based on belief, having faith that
Right.
this is actually true while being told. My question is, how many generations can you go back to believe in until you say, no, I don't actually believe in this person ever existed? Like in your mind, how would you say? Like how far back can you believe?
Look, I go far, like as the written history. So if it's not written, then there are no even claims about the people. But even if there is, like, no, like it's not that much reliable. But what's the
So
problem,
do you think
Martin?
Adam
If I,
existed then?
but probably like someone called someone Adam. Yeah.
Do you believe he existed or not?
Uh, I don't know. Like I didn't think about Adam was a real person or not.
No,
But there
the
might
only
be an
reason I'm
Adam. Yeah,
saying,
there might be an Adam who was into religions. Yep.
no, he wasn't. The Adam wasn't into religion. There was no religion when Adam lived.
That's what you think.
Well,
But
I mean,
what?
it's
Like,
not about what
what
I
are
think;
you
it's what's
questioning
been
exactly,
written. We're
Arson?
talking about what's been written,
Arson,
right?
we're talking about like humans' existence, right? As I said,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
Adam
have.
was a human.
I don't have much problem that humans exist in the past, Arson. Their names are not very important for me. So Adam, Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, people existed in the past, Arson, and I don't have
Yes.
a problem with that.
No, what I'm trying to say is like because it has to do with like with belief, isn't it? Believing in something is true. Information, a book, a person. All these are beliefs. There
All
is many
these are
people that don't
beliefs.
believe history, like things that happened in the past are true.
Yeah, but do you think it's logical to believe that someone can fly like a bird and he had wings?
Who was that?
Axe, doesn't matter who was that. Like, do you think
Oh
it's
yeah,
logical
well,
to believe in that?
listen, if it did happen and it's written down and someone has been writing
If
like
it
thousands of
happened,
years about it,
that's a big
then
if. That's the problem. We don't say if it happened. Like, for example, if someone says Alexander was eating apple, we don't question that, right? But we don't say if it happened. That's not even a topic for us. So like when someone say Adam liked walking, okay, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is a very human thing. So what? But when someone says like, oh, there was a guy who could fly like a bird because he had wings, then you're saying if this is true. That's the part. Yeah, that's the part we question. If this is true, I don't think this is true, because I don't see any good evidence to believe that this is true. Why should I believe that? Oh, because it's written. Dragons are also written. Unicorns written. Someone wrote Superman too. Someone wrote the Spider-Man too. So writing down something doesn't make something true. That's what I understand.
I understand what you're saying, but something that keeps repeating itself can be true. If people have been writing for Batman, for Spider-Man for 2,000 years, 3,000 years, then it's more likely for it to be true, isn't it?
But it's repeating. Don't you think it's repeating because we keep seeing the movies again and again? Like we see a repetition here.
No, I'm talking about time. I'm talking about 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. When was the first time? So you got to be with me on this. Like you need, let's say, if Superman was real, let's say, because he's a very powerful person. If he's been written 1,000, 2,000 years ago, and there is books about him, where his family came from, or all these things, then it's like, oh, so there is actually a historical case for this man's existence. But you can't mix fiction and
exactly
history.
like exactly you cannot mix the fiction and reality. When we look at the reality right now, we don't see that humans can fly like a bird, or without any tool. We don't see humans with the wings of a bird. We don't see that. We don't see people who can split the moon into pieces magically. We don't see any
that
human
is crazy. That never happened. So
yeah, but that's also crazy. Like that we don't see any human being also splitting a sea in two parts with a staff.
The
We don't
thing is
see
that
that
it's different to split the sea and it's different to split the moon.
I didn't say they're the same things, but like
No, hold on.
can you
But
show
there is
me
a
any
big
human
difference
being?
also.
Can you
There
show
is a
me?
big difference also.
This is not a fight between Christianity and Islam, like our
No,
side.
I
That's not
understand, but
there, okay. So
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about
trying to
logic.
say that
I'm
the
talking about
logic,
logic.
yeah, like when we look at the logic, like
Logic.
there's no any good evidence to suggest that someone can do those things.
Yeah, but let's say what I'm trying to say. The reason I held you on that bit is like, what do you gain by splitting the moon? You know, the moon acts as a very vital.
Arson, like you see, like now inside you have a problem with Islam, and you say, "Oh, I can't debunk easily Islam, therefore my religion is true." No, it doesn't
It's
work
not
like
about
that. I'm
debunking
sorry.
Islam. I'm saying it's silly.
It's silly to believe that
Yeah.
someone can walk on the water, someone can come from death after 3 days. It's silly to believe that someone can survive inside a fish. It's silly to believe that someone can take his stuff and, split the sea, or someone can make birds, alive
Out of
after
clay.
out of clay. And what else? I mean, or it's silly to believe that a baby can speak. A baby, like a year-old baby, and
That never happened as well.
just take any example. So, why we should believe in that? Because it's written. Is it enough to believe? Because something was written. So you see, you change your goalpost immediately when other people have the
How?
similar type of evidence. Like,
Oh, but it's not similar type of evidence. You have
It
to be
is.
careful how you
it is.
differentiate the
It
evidence.
is. They say this is written, therefore this is true. Muslims, but then you say, oh, wait a second. But there's no any good purpose to split the moon. Okay, but so what? Like, there's no rule that there must be a purpose for it. Maybe
Of
God
course, there
wanted
is the
to
rule
show
for
off.
purpose. Nothing is without no purpose.
Okay,
Nothing in this life is with no
God
purpose.
wanted to show off. That's why Muhammad split the moon. So, let's suppose you don't know the purpose. That doesn't give you any credit to say that this is false. So you just don't know the purpose. Even if there is a purpose,
So does it say on the Quran why Muhammad split the moon? What was the
but
purpose?
it doesn't have to. That's the problem.
Well, it does
Arsenal.
have to, because everything
No,
has to
you
be
see,
explained.
you're trying to find excuses to hide the way that you believe in things. So they believe in the Quran because it's written. You believe in the Bible because it's written, or Old Testament, whatever. But
yeah.
When it comes to the specific claims, you say, "Oh, but wait. I don't see the purpose in doing that." Okay, who said that? There must be a purpose.
There is a purpose. I mean, the same way you do in your podcast, there is a purpose.
Good. So you not knowing the purpose doesn't change anything, right? It has been written, therefore it's true, right?
No, exactly. I'm trying to say it's like things that have a purpose, we understand and we can work with. The things that have no purpose, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. So you can't claim that there was no purpose about those religions, what they were doing. So you can't claim that also. Just because you don't know the purpose doesn't mean there was no purpose. But anyway,
it's not that I don't know. They don't mention it.
Okay, like they don't mention it doesn't mean there is no purpose for that also. If I do something, if I don't mention why I'm doing that, that doesn't mean I don't have a purpose.
The thing is that if you have if you have a little bit of truth in anything, you can mix a lot of lies with it.
Good. Yeah, that's why I'm very cautious about religions. So
you should.
There's something I believe those people were real. Like there was a guy, with the name of Jesus, but you can add a lot of lie around around the truth.
You can load it up exactly. So this is, and I'm glad you say that when you say I have to be cautious. Of course, you have to be cautious with the amount of religions there are, amounts of beliefs there are. How do you know which one is what and what you actually can trust in? This is what I'm trying to say. If the time comes, when the time comes, everyone makes that choice for themselves, and it's not, let's say, obvious when that happens. But being involved in let's say, religions like who have no basis. A lot of people are part of that. Like, I come from a Muslim background before I was made, like before I converted to Christianity. But it wasn't my choice.
Becoming an atheist was not your choice?
No, being a Muslim wasn't my choice. I come from a
Oh.
Muslim background.
Oh, but that's good. That's good. That's even better. Like, then we can understand each other better. But
what do you mean?
How come, like, you don't see it like the way that you believe in this religion and the way that other people believe in Islam? It's not very different. Like, you're saying that I wasn't a Muslim. I mean, I wasn't a Christian before. That
Yeah.
makes me different. But don't you realize that people who are living Christianity becoming Muslim too, right? So yeah, they were not, but they were also similar in your case.
It's that is more to do with let's say so people who are Muslim, let's say, once you get locked into an idea of what that Muslim is, like what it means, then whether it's true or false, when you're in, you can't get out, if that makes sense. You've shut yourself in. Whatever you've heard is the truth. There is nothing else. And that's the issue with when you choose a religion and you go deep in it. You can lock yourself up and you'll close your ears and you will not want to listen to anything. Like I have my faith now, but I'm quite happy to listen to what you have to say and what your ideas are, because it's not for me to sorry.
Thanks for listening.
No, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. I was there, so it's easier.
I'm not sure.
To speak to a person when you were there, and it's like people used to speak to me about all sorts of things, and I'd say to them, I don't know what you're talking about. What does it even mean? Why are you saying that to me? Like I have no need for this. This doesn't make sense. So, and then it did make sense without even being involved with those people. Anyway, without even being pressurized or, let's say, even a lot of people who become Muslim or Christian are sort of come out or in prison because it's the environment that makes it them maybe read the Bible or the Quran or something like that, and then they like the idea of believing in something because
maybe they understand the corruption in those places, that if you become a Christian, they think good about you and they release you earlier or whatever, and criminals learn about that, and maybe they're just pretending.
No, I understand, but there is another side to that, is that people come to faith and trying to believe in something. There must be something more. When they were on the
freedom is more. Yeah.
No, I mean, as in like when they go through a really difficult emotional, psychological time in their life, and they realize that whatever they've been going through, it comes to a sort of, what's the point of this life? Maybe even feeling suicidal.
We understand that also, Arsen. Like, we humans are crying babies. Like, we seek for help.
Yes.
And we understand that. And even like any psychological help that can come, we consider it. Like maybe even like subconsciously. Like, religions are, in a sense, that they are helpful in some cases. But that doesn't make it true. I mean, real. Like, that doesn't make God real. And you keep saying, not frequently, but you're saying that I was there. I disagree. Like, if you were,
I was.
If you were in my place, you would sound different right now to me.
Yeah.
You're not sounding different than any other believer, and I know that other believers were not atheists before.
How can anyone be like that once you have sort of personal experiences? You cannot be the same person anymore. It changes the way you think. It does. Even if your religion is fake, it will change you.
I didn't deny that you're a different person right now, but that doesn't prove that you were in my place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to, because you don't know me, I used to say things like, the God doesn't exist. We're gods. We are meant to be gods. I used to say this to people.
But I'm not used to say that. You see, like, we're different.
Well,
You
I
are
mean,
different than I am.
of course we are different. There is no two people that are the same. But I'm saying in a position where
Yeah,
I
I was
didn't
talking about
know,
our
I didn't
position.
know who God was, and even someone explained it to me. It didn't matter because
Yeah, you keep
it doesn't
proving
make no
that.
sense anyway. So I
You
don't know
you you
what you're
you
talking about in that respect.
you keep
It's like,
proving that we had a very different position.
well, I understand. What I'm trying to say is I was in a position that I didn't believe. Maybe that's as close as we can get then. I didn't believe, and you don't believe. So maybe it's as close. But obviously, we can't, nationality, background, age, circumstances, life experiences. These all, they make us different people. We can't be this. There's
That's not what I
no
meant.
chance to be.
I was speaking about the position, about the topic, but yeah, somehow trying to say, yeah, we humans are different. Sure, we are different people, ours, and that's not what I meant. But anyway,
Well, what did you mean?
I meant the position, that the atheistic mindset. Like, I don't think
Okay.
it was the same.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm trying to say is that I was an atheist. It's like I was in a position, not for a really long time, but I would say I was close to where you are now. I wasn't like maybe I didn't put my foot down and I didn't have a podcast to tell people about it. So that makes us obviously very different.
No, that's not. Where I think we're different. No, but anyway, so still, like my claim is out there. I think those gods are ignorant about a lot of things, especially the major things that we discovered. You said something, and I would be using the same excuses if I were a believer.
Sure.
You said that maybe God wants us to discover those things.
does.
But I think that's a really bad excuse, because God could still let us to discover a lot of things, but it's not an obstacle to mention a really, really major things about, the universe that we are in, or even like the solar system we are in. So there are really huge things that are missing, Arson, like very big things.
But do you know that people used to worship, or they maybe still do, some places, the moon, the sun?
So what?
They worship the moon and the sun. They thought they were gods, the sun and the moon.
Yes, and
yes, and so if you read the Old Testament, most of the New Testament is to do with people believing in these things, and God speaks to them. It's like, or speaks to a prophet, and then the prophet has to write it down. It's like, stop doing this. Stop making your own gods. Like, I have made everything.
And that's not different than Islam. Like Quran always emphasizing like the polytheism. So
Yeah, but
that's the core
this
idea.
is the thing. This is what I'm trying to say to you, that this there's nothing new, but there is only one truth. People we can make up stories. The Islam can make up stories. They can make their own Quran, whatever.
Arson, but this is the problem. Look, when there is one truth, which is what is the truth, Arson? The truth is people believed many different gods. That's the truth outside.
Yes.
Some people said, wait, that's too much. Let's worship one God. And this is the truth. So some people believed in many gods. Some people believed the moon, the sun, as you said, they're gods. Some people said, no. The sun sets. How it can be a god? And someone said, oh, look, the moon also setting. Why we should believe that it's a god? Or other things, they disappeared too. Why we should believe that they're gods? So people said, okay, I don't want to worship this one. But other people worshipped. Some people even worship animals, you know that. But this is the reality, right? That's what we see. Like people worship a lot of things, many different things, or just one thing. That's the reality. You can't say, therefore, one of them must be true.
Well, the thing is that you have to understand the context of what I'm saying.
What is the context?
The context is, so I'm what I'm trying to saying to you is like the people, the reason that the Bible exists, right, is because this stuff had to be written down for people to understand it, because generation after generation, no one seems to get what the message. So there is a creator which created everything, but then people worshipped creation because they couldn't see God. God is not visible. Therefore, they worship trees, they worship animals, they worship planets. Yeah. So this is why this book came into being. Exist. It's not like one book written in one go.
Like it's not different
This
than
book has
claiming
been
that
written like
we keep seeing fantasy books, for example, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Like we keep seeing those books. Therefore,
where do you think the idea comes from?
Yeah, like then we have to accept that. Oh, wait a second, that must be real. Why? That's why we keep seeing those things that are appearing again and again. Oh, therefore, dragons are real. Really? No, right?
But
It
where
doesn't
does the
go.
word dragon come from?
Really? You're gonna go there, Arson?
Of course. What I'm trying to say to you that any stuff that we're talking about today, any stuff, the movies, these are biblical phrases.
Do you think dragons were real?
It doesn't matter if they were real or not. And what I'm trying to say is
it matters. It matters. Like because it keeps appearing. So then, therefore, according to your logic, dragons must be real. According to your logic, because it keeps appearing. So one God concept appearing, like for let's say 3,000 years. Therefore, it must be real. So the dragon's idea keep appearing for thousands of years. Then it must be real.
Yeah, it must be.
It must be, okay.
It must be. It's like, this is what I'm trying to say. The only reason we're talking about dragons today is because there was stuff written about the dragons in the Bible. That's the reason we're talking about today. Otherwise, it's not written anywhere else.
That doesn't make it real, Arson. That's the problem.
No, I suppose.
Just because some people like the ideas, just because some people like the doesn't make it real.
All right, so we were talking about names earlier, weren't we? We're talking about names if they're in the Bible. How far back can you go?
One question, Arson. Like, do you think that such concepts are not likable?
What do you mean likable? In what sense? I don't understand.
Like there are people who like those kind of stories.
Yes,
that's true. So, like when we observe human behavior, humans tend to repeat the things they like. Maybe not, forever, but they can get a habit to repeat those things. So if the fantasy about, gods, angels, afterlife, people already like it, why, when we see the repetition of the similar ideas, why now you think, wait, it must be real, that's why people are repeating? What I'm saying, yeah, people can repeat those things because, we enjoy things, and then we repeat things, and doesn't matter, like it holds a reality outside, like the claims. For example, like I enjoy watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I believe in the things in the Lord of the Rings.
It's good. That's a good thing.
So, but I will keep repeat. Like now, it's a very long time that I didn't watch 3 of them. Probably I'm gonna watch it soon.
Yeah.
I enjoy. So I just bring it back, and people keep repeating those kind of things because people know that people like it. That's why they create such kind of movies, right?
Do you know that the Lord of the Rings creator was a Christian?
Doesn't matter.
Why
it matters? Like, do you know that people like fantasies?
No, of course it matters because all the themes, that maybe you didn't know this, all the themes represent biblical viewpoints. All of the themes that are to do with the Lord of the Rings represent themes from the Bible. So they're connected to the Bible. They're not like
no problem.
The guy didn't make it up one day.
That doesn't make Bible real or truthful. People copy paste the things that they like, and it's obvious that people liked Christianity. That's why there are billions of Christians right now. They like the story, and when people see something is likable, they can generate it, copy paste that, bring the similar concepts, and why this is a good evidence that the story is real. No, it's not. It's not a good evidence.
No, I understand what you're saying. What I'm trying to say is that the concept of the book must have been so clear and so real to him that he, out of it, made a different story, which is based on the story, if that makes sense. That's what my point.
Again, it doesn't make sense to
So it's
think
not,
that
it
people
didn't
think
come out of
it
thin
is
air.
real, therefore they copy paste it, or
No,
or send
what I'm trying to
references
say is that it
to the
didn't.
Bible. No, it doesn't mean that.
Okay. No, it was just to let you know. I'm not sure if you knew or not. That's all. Because it seems like you're a fan of the series.
It's okay.
Of the
Like,
movies.
well, I like fantasy, Emerson. So the only
Yeah.
thing is, I don't believe like it's real. That's the thing.
No one says that it's real.
Oh,
All I
really?
said is based. The stories are based.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's all I said.
That's a very unnecessary information. Even I mean,
Well, for someone who doesn't think that the book is real, the movie that was done, I mean, that you have to connect the dots. If the person did something that is connected to something that he believes, then you can't throw that out the window with now questioning. You know,
Wait,
you would have
Arsene,
to. Yes.
How many Bollywood movies exist that are based? Bollywood, yes.
Billions, maybe.
Exactly. So if all of them are based on the idea that Hinduism is real, does that prove just because they made the Bollywood movies with the idea that Hinduism is real and they believe that?
Well, it's real to them.
Yeah, exactly. What does that prove?
It proves that people believe whatever they want to believe.
Okay, so in your case, it proves that the creator of Lord of the Rings believed what he wanted to believe. How is that relevant?
Yes, but he believed in something that people thousands of years before him also believed.
Oh, you
Hinduism
just agreed
is
that billions believe in Hinduism. That doesn't make it true. What you don't get?
Yes, but then you have to go and check at the age of Hinduism. How old is this? How many?
Well, Hinduism
how many?
is thousands of years older than the Bible. Thousands.
No, it's not. It's not.
What?
Oh, really?
Okay,
it's not.
then I stop talking right now.
Arson. Like, well, does it matter? Let's suppose you're right. The Hinduism is younger than Christianity, but still, Hinduism is followed by billions of people, and still, his claim like makes
Because
sense.
people need something to believe in.
Okay, but that doesn't mean
negate
that
our need. We need it.
But it doesn't prove that also. Like, it doesn't prove that it is true. It's true that people need to believe in things. Yes. Okay. That doesn't mean what they believe is real.
Absolutely. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Totally.
Like, maybe kids need to believe that the moon is, like an agent being, like, who can watch things, who can protect people, the kids. So that's why, like, people creating such kind of stories. They're like, the grandmas are telling those stories, maybe because maybe they need the comfort, but that doesn't make the story real.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, sure. Well, obviously, I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to share my part of my side of the story, and it doesn't matter what anyone says until the time comes for a person to believe, to have their own understanding about anything. They will not change their mind, and that's how I was. So yeah, you're totally correct into holding to your beliefs, and just don't become a Muslim. That's all. I'd rather people be atheists than Muslims. That's what I would like.
Okay. I knew that there was some hatred there.
No, there's no hatred. It's no hatred.
I sense that. That's
my whole family. My whole family is from that background.
Okay.
It's just they are misled. That's all.
You didn't.
I have no hatred towards the people.
Yeah, that's what you think, and they think that you guys are misled. So, but as an atheist, I say, like, I see like two sides. They're accusing each other for corrupting things. Okay, like, I have to know, like, which one is true. Like, well, when you say like, I believe in for these reasons, I find Muslims believing in Islam for the same reasons. Then I say, wait a second, it shouldn't lead like those two different things. They do the same thing. They say, I had the experience. They say, hey, look, I've seen these numbers, and they are connecting to this or what happened to me. And I had like a Muslim friend. He was even more than what you were telling me about Islam, like about like what he experienced like in his daily life, like having those signs. But it was all about Islam. So
Sure. Like, for example, what sort of signs?
I forgot. Like it was like some years ago. But
But
there was
just
not
because you're a
different
Muslim
than.
doesn't mean you don't get signs. Like, God doesn't care what religion you are. He don't care about that.
Okay, so you're saying that.
Well, I'm saying if God wants to speak to you, he will find a way to get to you. He
So
doesn't care
it's
if
not
you're an
about even the
atheist or
religion.
Buddhist.
Okay, yeah,
No,
that's
so
a
but
good one.
yeah, so the God wants you to believe in Him, whatever you are. He doesn't like he don't care about where you at.
Okay.
That's the
So
difference.
then why you attach yourself to a religion then, if religion is not
Well,
important?
so in my case, what I'm trying to say, I wasn't looking for it. It's
You're not.
by the coincidences, by the repetitive coincidence. It's not like I am just one day something happened to me and just called you. This has happened to me for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
it's too obvious to ignore. It's too much to ignore. But it
So
doesn't happen to everyone.
okay, so you think the purpose was to convince you that a God exists?
No, to show you that I have these experiences, and
What
we
do you
have this
mean?
conversation. Well, did you ask me the reason for me calling?
Like I ask you, like the purpose of God.
The purpose.
To make you believe that He exists. That was the only purpose of those signs.
Oh no. Well, it is that plus it's not like I exist and then I'll see you in I don't know 1,000 years or when you're dead. It's a relationship. Let's say it's like a communicative relationship.
Okay. Well, why not a like more healthy communication? Like, you think God doesn't know how to speak proper English or your native language, whatever it is?
God doesn't speak. God doesn't speak in words. He
God,
speaks with science, with like nature, with
that's what you believe.
animals through
That's what you
No,
believe.
it's not
That
what I
doesn't
believe.
have to be true.
It's what the Bible says.
It's what the Bible says. So, well, like, that
It's
doesn't
what the
make
Bible
Bible
says.
true.
Excuse me.
It doesn't make Bible
Excuse me.
true.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. God is quoted in the Old Testament over and over as speaking to Moses. For example, in Leviticus 11:5-6, he's being quoted when he claims rabbits and rock badgers chew cud when they don't. He's quoted all through the book. So how can you say he doesn't speak?
He doesn't speak now.
He didn't speak then. They were making it up then too.
Oh.
Have you ever noticed that anytime God has anything to say, he doesn't say it unless there's some man to write it down for him?
Well, because he doesn't choose everyone to speak to them.
Okay, Arson, now you're changing your statement. So you believe that God was able to speak back then?
Well, of course, he speaks to Moses. I'm not saying I'm not making that up. It says in the book. Whether you believe it or not is a different thing. But that's what it says in the Bible. He doesn't speak to anyone now. This is what I'm trying to say to you. If God speaks to anyone, he would be.
It sounds different, Arson. So like this God has the ability to speak to a person if he wants, right?
Yes, and I say he speaks to me, but not in words. In signs. He doesn't. You said to me about English. God doesn't know how to speak English? I said God doesn't speak in words. He speaks through nature.
No, you're contradicting yourself. Like when mentioned about Moses, so like God is speaking in languages that we know, right?
Yeah, well, he spoke to Moses.
Then, so are you claiming that God forgot the languages?
No, basically, we don't even know whether like the way that God spoke to him was in words or maybe in infused knowledge, understanding. I'm not sure. I can't remember that bit. But God has spoken, but only to people that he chose to speak to, not like me or you or anyone who like we want to hear. He would make that choice.
So, like, I gotta go right now.
Okay.
Because of my time.
It's nice to talk
People
to you.
are here, and maybe they will continue. I'm not sure. Maro and Volk, you guys have, the chance to continue if you want. But I will be off. The stream will be over. And thank you, all of you, especially in the YouTube chat moderators, Phantom Dart, Ism, and many other moderators and people who joined here today. And Maru, thanks for being here. And Volk, thank you so much for being here. And Arsen, nice to meet you. You're a nice guy. We can have better ones, or maybe you can have better ones with other people. Just check out the atheist channels too. Like they're doing better job than I'm doing here. So I don't know. Like it can be interesting. So, but anyway, I enjoyed. Yeah, thanks for being here.
But this conversation hopefully had the purpose. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, no, maybe.
Hopefully. Okay. No guarantees.
Yeah, no guarantees. So take care,
Okay, all the best.
everybody.
Take care, bro. See you.
Yeah, see you later on. Bye bye. Yeah. I don't know. I'm audible or not here right now. Probably I am. So take care, people. And the link is still out there if you want. If you want to join and listen what they're speaking, maybe they're gonna continue. So you can find the link there. It's pinned. And yeah. Thanks, Phil. Sorry I was not here. So it's okay. It's okay. Like, how are you even saying sorry for that? Okay, yeah, I see not many people, but yeah, thank you again, everybody, for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. So, bye bye.